What is up, everybody? I am Bong Master Rob, and if you do not know this great man next to me, it's the one and only Duck Dodgers from Herder Edibles. I've decided we're going to go for fucking crazy today. How about you? Let's just get stoned and rant about shit we don't like. Because I've heard your podcast with Gorilla Groman. I've sat in there and listened to what you guys have talked, and it's some of the funniest shit I've ever heard. I'm going to shut this door because I got a house phone ringing that I didn't bring in with me to deny. So we won't worry about them. If it was important, they'll call my cell phone the way that shit is. How are you doing? Because
I'm
you're
doing
quite a
well.
few ways away from me.
I'm
I
doing
hate to
well.
bring you on this early because I know you guys are 3 hours behind me, but
No,
thank you
no,
so much
no.
for joining me.
I'm up at butt crack of dawn. That's my quiet time, bro, where I can sit and meditate with my plants and chill out.
And I
Not
don't want to
have
hear anybody complain about the light behind him because if you only knew what kind of magic was going on behind him right now, you would completely understand. How many plants do you have going currently? Do you know?
20,
Wow.
and
Are they
I've
all
got
different
12
strains or
more.
are they all in the same strain?
They're different strains.
Are they in different like levels of grow right now? Like you have
They're
some
at
ready to
different
harvest.
stages, yes.
What is your favorite one to grow? Out of all the ones you've ever grown, what is your favorite one to grow?
Man, you had to hit me with that.
I had to. If
Uh,
you if you guys are watching from Twitter right now, I believe I'm shadow banned. I'm trying to share this out again. If you guys wouldn't mind sharing this live out to your friends, I'm going to retweet it as soon as I can because I actually
we
just went
had
in live and can't find it. Anyway, go ahead, Duck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she did pop up, so I was able to repost it.
Well, I
probably.
was telling everybody that was watching in the chat right now too because I can't find it
I've got
online.
two favorite genetics right now that I love working with. I'm testing for one, which is Romulan Jake,
Ooh,
and his plants are, even his testers are real easy to grow. They're not they're not hard plants. Uh,
really?
they they take the same amount of love as any of them. Really, they get the same amount of love as all the plants do. But those are really good genetics I like working with. I've just discovered ADX and Genix, which
Ooh.
is I'm loving working with his stuff. Uh, I like St. Albans. Some of his stuff is really good.
Is there all those local to you, or do you get them like from cross country
I get those from people on X.
on X?
Uh,
Shout out to everyone on X because if you guys
yeah,
don't know what's behind Herder Edibles, I would like you to enlighten everyone who's watching us on these networks right now on where they can find Herder Edibles and things like that for what you guys do.
you can go to herderedibles.com or just DM at herderedibles on X. That's the only platform we're on is X.
Okay.
We we're talking about going into Discord a little bit, but with things the way that they're gonna may wind up being, it may be a lot of stopping for a lot of us, you
I
know.
know.
And the whole thing is I'm like some of the other guys that I'll go to prison for a cancer patient.
I'll go to prison for making me feel the way I am right now.
Yes,
I, I'm,
yes.
I'm willing to do that.
I'll go to
Yeah,
prison for this.
I'm
It's
absolutely behind you on that.
I'm. We need to just create a banner with a pot leaf that says "Come and take it."
Absolutely. I agree because they're even doing it here in Ohio again. They are trying to
Yeah,
re-regulate it again and just why? We voted it in. We were the ones who said, okay, even the ones who didn't want it decided, okay, well, maybe it's better for us to do it because the majority of the state voted it in. But now the governor wants to go, well, I don't like the idea that they beat me because I didn't want it in here. So he's going to pick and choose and decide what we can and can't do. With that
right.
being said, shout out to Frost Rolling Papers, the newest sponsor of Bong Master Rob and of Dank Dungeon Chronicles. been restricted so many times now on Instagram, damn near getting ready to be kicked off of it for doing nothing but promoting this and a way to put this in your system. It is pathetic the way government regulations and Meta is getting the worst of it. I have sit and watched and seen some of these people smoke like you are right now on Facebook. The second I put a leaf on there, they remove it. How is it good for some and not good for others? I don't get that.
I don't get it. I don't get it myself.
I agree, Tommy. Thank you for joining us. Yes, if we get us a governor in there that's worth a shit, we'll definitely be on the right track. Because it's like they'd rather have the meth heads and all the crackheads on this Pate County kind of Medicare shit instead of giving them something they can use.
This is what Stoner Rants are about. Exactly what me and you are discussing. Shit that pisses a fucking American off. And we're not talking wannabes that's sitting out here screaming at people. No, I'm talking about true red-blooded Americans that believe in our freedom and right to say what we want to say, have our Second Amendment rights, be able to heal our bodies the way we want to heal our bodies, choose our own medicine.
And that's exactly what kills me the most about it, is because they want to prescribe things to you. They want to make sure you're on that. And be on that for the rest of your life. Or if you decide to stop it, it may kill you because you stopped it. Yeah, I don't understand that role. And check out the bottom right now. It's Herder Edibles or herderedibles.com. Save an additional 10% when you use Hot Rob 20 or Hot Rob 10, unless you guys have sales going on that I don't know about. Do you have anything else that's, because it's the end of February now? I knew you had the one till the end of February, but with this being the beginning of March, I wasn't sure. I didn't want to announce something that wasn't there. Excuse me on that.
You know what? I'm in February still, Rob. Thanks for telling me.
Yes, it's third. Good morning, CC. How are you doing? Meanwhile, I live in Texas. Thank you so much.
That's how much everything just blends, because it's so crazy sometimes around here. It's just like the days blend because you got so much going on.
Now, like here with this comment here about Texas. Texas was like on the verge of voting everything in and allowed them to have THCA, but are they trying to restrict that again and take that back from them?
Yeah. Yes. Texas is fucked because the alcohol lobbyists and some of those old fucks.
Good job, CC.
Some of those
welcome to March, Duck.
That's in there. I'm sorry. Your lobbyists can pay more money than a marijuana lobbyist.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That fucking mighty grip.
Yep.
It's like your county commissioner.
Yep. I agree with you on that statement.
Contract welded and shit around the city I was in. I'd give that motherfucker $1,500 and I'd wind up with one of the biggest welding contracts and be able to hire help and shit like that. Oh, I found out how it worked. Contractors always greasing those fucking palms.
You're exactly right. It's either you're giving the kickback or you're receiving the kickback. That's the way everybody fucking works now.
Everything works with the mighty grip.
Absolutely.
And if you ain't got the grip, you're fucked.
But you know, one thing.
That's why they want to keep it down, is because we are a movement that's to the point where there's 68% of America plus. I believe those numbers are wrong when they say 68. I believe it's more into the 80s, 85, because there are those that do not use cannabis that will say, I back your right to do what you want.
Right.
To heal your body the way you choose, to get off their poison that's going to kill you. Liver damage.
Yep.
Big thing with opioids. Liver damage. You go in and have your liver enzyme checked and you've been on them fuckers for a minute, I guarantee you something's off. Or you're detoxing that motherfucker every week.
Okay. With that being said, I want to throw this in there real quick. Shout out to my nephew Q Bob. He's going to be shipping out in 7 days, going into the Marine Corps. I got him right here. They had a little jar or a little basket of these things sitting there next to all the refreshments and whatnot. So I put this in here for him. As I was out there talking, there was some people out there that were either working in the industry of being counselors for drug and alcohol abuse. And then there was people out there who at one time were drug and alcohol abusers who are now recovered. I was told by somebody, please don't smoke around this person. I said, okay, I'm going over here to smoke. If they come over, I'm not going to quit. Well, we need you to just understand that they're in recovery. And I said, well, I need that person to understand that 5 years ago, if I wouldn't have found this plant, I would be dead. So I appreciate his recovery and I appreciate everything he's done. And I will congratulate him on that. But you will not try to ostracize me and make me stop doing something when all you motherfuckers around here right now are drunk. So kiss my ass. That was not liked very well. And the way I thought, I'm like, well, why is it not liked very well? We're both doing something legal. Granted, where we were at, we both shouldn't have been doing it, but we were all doing something legal, and you want me to stop? He's got an easier chance of going down the store, going down to the gas station or first store he comes across and getting alcohol instead of weed. And you're going to make me be the bad guy. I'm sorry. I respect everyone, and I love everyone's struggle, but I struggle too. And I found something that has pushed me through.
Well, it's like right now, you know.
Hey, welcome in. Thank you so much for joining us.
We do have our
No, Patrick, you've not missed the announcement.
Especially those of us who have been. I've been clean almost 26 years and sober.
My doctor was giving me 120 oxys a month.
July 27th, I've been clean and sober for over 26 years.
Congratulations.
Cocaine, heroin, alcohol, opioids, whatever the doctor would give me, Xanax. What the fuck was that
Preach.
one that I like? I like
Preach
a
it.
lot. But Adderall.
Yeah.
I love Adderall.
Preach it.
Trust to believe. I love Adderall. Whatever the fuck I could get my fucking hands on.
And you know what? I almost think it was the jobs that we took.
You know, there's a Sammy Hagar song. There's only one way to rock. That was my motherfucking life. Oil field mechanic, oil field welder, did them both. Offshore shit, loved it.
Wow.
And I played hard as much as I worked hard.
Wow. That's awesome. I do want you to know that, I mean, of course, we've discussed this before, that you and I both worked in the industry, you know, in mechanics and welding, and you don't know how long you're going to have to be out there. And if somebody besides like, well, you need to pick me up, not really. But then they're bouncing around running circles like, all right, maybe I do. Give me the overtime tonight. And you make money hand over fist, and you take one into the other, and you're thinking, well, I got to do this in order to do this, in order to do that, to do this. And the next thing you know, you're out with your family because you argue with them every time you come home, or you're out of medicine and your body starts to hurt. I have never once withdrawn from cannabis. Never.
Me either.
And all these people out here now that are doing this like toxicity thing because of marijuana, it's people who are buying these spray-on terps that think if they put it on there, it's going to rock their world. Yeah, it's a fucking chemical.
We also need to watch out about BHOs and our concentrates.
I'm going to check that out.
Especially coming out of dispensaries. Now, if you got somebody that says, hey, this is clean BHO in our community, well, if it's somebody you know, you can pretty much stamp your seal on it that's clean as fuck. Okay, you gotta know how to work your resources within the community too.
Right.
Okay, and that's one thing we are wanting to build at Herder Edibles is a resource page where cancer patients and those in need can go to a company themselves and say, hey, Herder Edibles sent me, I'm kind of on disability. I could use a little break.
Mhm.
You got anything that could help me out? So they get their medicine at least. We don't expect people to do it for nothing, no. But
Right.
at least a break. I've got people that are disabled that Herder Edibles gives breaks to because they've talked to me.
Right.
They've come to us and talked to us, and I don't want to see anybody do without their medicine at all.
I've given away so much weed for that reason
Because
right there alone.
it to me, it is not a drug. To me, it is a medicine. To me, it healed me.
It kind of like goes in line with what Cece's saying. Can you read that
it-
while you're doing it?
It kept my. Yes, I do, and it's true. Do no harm, and the
Yeah.
doctors are paid by the hospitals to not sign that medical paperwork for your cannabis card because they're going to lose their privileges at the hospital.
The doctor that recommended I got my fucking cannabis card no longer worked with the hospital 6 months later. She was recommended to everybody.
Thank you.
But you know where she's at now?
Where?
She's a hospice nurse. And they allow cannabis in certain places with
Love
that.
it. I love it.
And it was something that, she didn't smoke, but she's seen the benefits so much from it. She had seen how, like, the copious amounts of pain medications that the pain clinic, as well as the company or the doctor's office that did all my surgeries, had me on. And she's like, have you ever tried this?
Certain states are getting ready or got the laws up, getting ready to be voted on where you can take your cannabis products to the hospital with you.
Now, the one that I'm at now currently, there was talks of that to the point of even they're allowed to have it in their system at the hospital. Why the fuck not? I would rather have a nurse come up to me that might have smoked a joint on break than somebody took a handful of Xanax that morning because she couldn't stand the way people were going to treat her. That's me. I've been around those people. I've been that person. It does not take very much.
That's what I'm saying, Rob. We've been there.
Yeah.
We know
and
what
people don't want to hear it.
And that's another thing. You're going through anything like that, you can always reach out to us. You need somebody to talk to. You need somebody that just need an ear.
Right.
Just remember, I run this like Denise is a cannabis nurse. Straight up cannabis nurse.
Wow.
She believes in HIPAA. I was a medic. I believe in HIPAA.
Okay.
As privacy.
Right.
I do not use names when I'm doing a stoner rant. I won't say what company everybody's pissed off about.
Right.
I will not use their ads. That is none of my business. That's between that person and that company. But I'm going to shout it out and let everybody know, hey, watch who you're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
I hate to see somebody get inferior product or not, get what they paid for, pretty much. I hate to see people fucked over.
Right.
Because I've
that
seen
happens.
people fucked over. I've been the motherfucker that fucked people over.
I have too.
Hey.
Kindred spirits, my friend, kindred spirits, because I've always made this statement. I know all the wrong people for the right reasons and all the right people for the wrong reasons. That's the way it went with me.
I would get 98% pure cocaine and I'd cut that shit right down the middle.
Damn.
And they would still buy it.
I would have probably been one of the ones who, at the time, would have done it too, because it's life, man. It's life.
Before 9/11,
What's up, Shaggy? Thanks for joining.
We could get by with bringing a lot of shit back from overseas because
absolutely
they'd never check us because we was offshore, and we'd get that window of R&R where we go on shore for a week right before we left, so we had everything prepped, ready to go. boom, hit that fucking ship, head home. It was
When
good.
we started our 7-day run of midnights, we knew
Yeah.
right who to go to as soon as we got there. And
Yeah.
Patrick's in Canada. And this is what I like about this. Last time I was in the hospital, I was actually given liquid CBD and THC in an IV.
Hell yeah.
That's the difference between a country that wants to protect their people and allow things to help them, and then one like ours that wants all the money out of it.
Now I will say one thing. I don't agree with total Canada, but their medical system to allow the THC in the IVs and stuff like that, I do like their cannabis laws.
Thanks again for joining us, Dan.
It makes a lot of sense. Now, some of the other shit, you can keep it.
Right.
You know, it's just I do believe Canada's cannabis laws are some of the best.
And why not? Why can we not be given something that helps us? You would think if a doctor, I know. I mean, that's the worst part about it. If a doctor were to ask you, okay, I've given you this pill, and this pill, and you've also smoked this limited amount of weed or took it in your body somehow or another that I gave you, which one helped the most? Why won't they do that? You know, every time after an appointment, after an emergency room visit, or after a procedure, after a surgery, they always do this. Oh, we're going to give you our free survey. Please let us know. Not one of those surveys say, how did the medicine treat you? Does it make you feel better? Are you afraid you're going to get addicted to it? All they say is, we're going to give you this whole bunch of shit. Be careful.
Yeah.
You want to talk to the pharmacist? No, I want to talk to the doctor that's giving it to me.
Yeah.
You hear more shit from a pharmacist than what you will from a doctor. Go to a bud tender. Go to a bud tender who has sat around and spoken with people of all walks of life, of all ages, of all ailments, all that kind of stuff. Listen to those. Why? I wonder why they don't incorporate that in.
Well, here's the deal, and it's another thing with the grower
Okay, Jay, thanks for joining.
that uses it for medical purposes. Somebody asked me what really helped, but remember, strain dependency too. Some people can get high as fuck off certain strains.
Right.
And other people, it's like, dude, that weed was fucking bumped.
And you know, I have a lot of friends of mine who are veterans who have not wanted to go back to the VA because they're not allowed to smoke. They're not allowed to, or they're not allowed to have anything at all in their body, or they'll lose their benefits. What the hell? It's crazy. Why on earth? I mean,
that's
first
why,
off, I'm going to get this out.
That's why you don't let them ever get you in pain management. That's why you stay away from fucking psychology. You got little issues that pop up. That's what you use it for, and that's it.
Right.
And the rest of it, you leave the fuck alone because they're going to pop your ass on the cannabis right the fuck away.
Well, what gets me is to every man and woman out there who has ever decided to take it upon themselves to be something greater than themselves and join any of our branches of armed forces for whatever reason they decide to. I give them the most admiration for that because it's something I was not physically capable of doing. I had broken something that would not let me run, which was my left knee, right before I was ready to go in. And I had everything set up to in North Carolina. And I couldn't. There was no way I could run to do it. But you know, they'll let you go in when you're 18. They will give you a machine gun when you're 18. They'll allow you to go off to a foreign land and die for this country, but you're not legally allowed to smoke a cigarette, drink, or have cannabis. Why?
That's a bullshit law that needs to be done away with. This has been discussed more than once. It's another popular poll with the American people because of that reason. You got to realize a lot of
passed one.
Shaggy.
Never buy. And my friend over here, the one who tried to kill me, I asked him about smoking. You either. I asked him about smoking. He's like, I can't. I go to the VA. I'm like, well, okay, but it doesn't make any sense to me. It really, really doesn't. How on earth can you allow someone to do something that just selfless without rewarding them if they choose that being their reward. I mean, I hate to say it, during World War II, when Hitler went after the youth, he gave them soda and candy to make them want to come. I mean, fuck, we don't even allow to give our people shit. We just say, hey, if you want to do it, go ahead and sign up. That's all.
I'm more of the this day and age because of the kids, the way they're growing up. I'm for mandatory conscription at the age of 18 to 21 to teach them life lessons. You go into the military, you have finance. You learn finance. You learn the budget. You learn everything because you fuck up, they're coming after you. You are a goddamn property of the United States government. There is nothing else that matters. You are Uncle Sam's motherfucking property when you sign that dotted line. They can guarantee you the world and tell you you'll go to this school, that school, whatever. Fuck you. They're going to put you where you test at and where they need you.
That's what I've heard too. And
So,
then,
yeah.
yeah, and then just make you believe that you are something that you've always wanted. But then I hear people that no matter where they go, they find their home. But I've got a really good. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
You do, Rob.
But how long does it take, though? That was my next one. I mean, does it? Because if you know that, say you're like the welder and contractor before you go in and you want to go into maintenance, but when you check into it, it's like, nope,
No,
now you got to go over here.
No, I wound up going to medic school, corpsman school, actually.
100%, Patrick. I agree with you.
You know, that's the thing. I went to corpsman school, and which is pretty much marine medic, or ship medic, you know, shit like that. It just, you know, it is what it was. I found my groove. I set in and went.
I agree.
You know, it gets that way. You get to where that everything just a groove, man, that you can deal with. And then when it gets to be too much bullshit, you just don't sign your papers anymore.
Yeah, and you know, the worst part about it is I see a lot of people in my everyday life who is taking their life over stress. And I cannot tell you that I have not thought about it more than once. This was when I was on everything else.
Yeah.
I found cannabis, the way it makes me feel inside, it makes me feel human. It makes me feel like everybody else looks.
There's another thing that you're talking about. Not only does it help pain-wise, but mental-wise. Okay? Hazes, because of my stomach, the cancer and everything else, and being in remission because of what they had to do to take parts out, I deal with stomach pain like a motherfucker and a disease and something called gastroparesis. So I got to eat very bland foods, very soft foods, stuff like that. Something, you know, it sucks, but it is what it is. Or I flare up. And hazes are perfect for that with me. Diesel, right. Sour diesel works well on me. You know, you find a good strain that works on you. You know, you want to hold it dear because it's something that you know on your bad day. Boom, I got this.
Right.
You know, a lot of people use cannabis to get high. Well, I use cannabis to get the fuck out of bed.
That's what I use it for. And it's so hard to get people to understand that.
And that's the thing. It's like your back is fucked, Rob.
Yes.
I've had 14 fucking surgeries on this. I am plated from here all the way down, brother, doing that work, doing what I loved. It was what I loved more than anything. I loved it more than women. I loved it more than my kids. I just loved it. The money was there, and I was rocking and rolling, baby, in overdrive.
Preach. Because there's something about taking pride in what you do and people liking what you do that makes you want to keep fucking doing it.
Oh,
and welding was my passion. Mechanics
you're
was my passion.
if you're good at it, dude,
Yeah.
when you're good at it and it's easy, like I said, when you can pull something apart without a fucking manual because it's a brand new engine, throw it code, you're checking every, you know what you're doing, you pull everything apart, and that engineer's going, you need this manual. I don't need no fucking manual, dude. I've been doing this since, how old are you, son?
You know what I ended up doing with like the videos that I do, the auto mechanics and things. If there's something that I don't understand, I will Google to try to figure it out,
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's a part of troubleshooting. So when you go on YouTube, there's no videos about it. So that's where a lot of my views came from, because not everybody knows how to check their oil. Which really didn't know that, because I figured that's something you want to be taught when you buy a vehicle. Just saying. But I've made so many views of home repairs, from a small engine repair, just the simplest of shit, and just showing the only way I'm able to do this now is because of this.
Well, like I remember when I was a kid, and my sister, my older sister, my dad would not let her have her own car till she knew how to change a tire, check the oil, the fluids. I mean, my
Which I
dad,
understand that.
my sister was over 20 some odd years old. And my dad goes, no, you're not getting a car until you know basic maintenance.
Everyone should.
Dad got out there and taught her basic maintenance.
Yep. I strongly believe the same. This goes out to every man and woman out there. It saves you so much money, and it saves you the hassle of thinking, who the hell is going to come get me? Who's going to rescue me now? No one has to. You can
And
simply do it yourself and be
especially
proud
with
of
the
it.
price of an oil change being
Oh my
$150
Lord.
to $200, which is out here.
That's
Some free
ridiculous. It is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
for
Because,
an oil change.
yeah,
Pulling
I mean,
a plug, changing a filter. How fucking easy. I can do that
I
in
could
less
do an
than
oil
5
change in
minutes.
less than 15 minutes in
Yeah.
my yard. And that is jacking the car up, draining it, putting new on in, and lowering it down.
And greasing everything that needed to be
Absolutely. If it's somebody I like, you better believe it. I will definitely, if I see a grease fitting while I'm there, I will pop grease in every one of them things,
greased.
because that's what saves you money in the long run. People don't think that your tie rod end or one of your ball joints somewhere, that little knobby thing that looks really cool, like an air valve. Yeah, just put some grease in that.
Put some
It'll save you
grease in
some money.
Yeah.
Man, I've used duct tape around boots underneath cars and shit and filled them full of grease and made them last another 2,000 miles. You can do anything if you just push through. And with that being said, let's hit something. Yeah, because Patrick, what are you smoking? Double D Kush? I'm smoking some permanent marker out of my new little Raiders pipe. What are you smoking on? Doug?
Me, I am smoking a straight up motherfucking salad.
Are you? I was going to ask, because I see you have a lot of stuff around there. You've come to 3 or 4 different ones. So if everyone's got something with it, then CC, go back over to Twitch, damn it. I have to go all the way to the top to see yours. Damn it. And you are right. This is true. This is 100%
Yes,
on. You should
I
have
agree with
basic
that.
mechanics, because even with the fucking electric cars, I've seen videos out there on Twitter of people having nervous fucking breakdowns because they didn't know how to plug it in. They didn't know they had to recharge a battery. They thought if they bought it, it was going to save them all this money. What? Really? You think it's
Trying
going to
to
run
put
forever?
gas in the motherfucking place where they put electricity in.
I'm going to do my rant for a moment. Every place that I've ever went my entire life, the green pump handle is always been diesel, and it always will be diesel.
Mm-hmm.
BP has now redesigned their pumps to where the gas is green, the diesel is black, and the spout is just a smidge bigger. You know, normally the diesel spouts were like this big, so you couldn't shove it down in there. This one will almost slide into your fucking hole now. It is ridiculous. There's already been 3 people who have went through and filled up from these local gas stations and put diesel accidentally in their cars because they don't pay attention. I was almost one of them. I went color control going, oh, well, it's the same thing. Nope. There's a really big change in it all now.
There's
And
there's a little farm store up the road from us that sells kerosene. Fucking kerosene handle, fit the gas tank, got 5 gallons in the fucking car. My son did before he realized what the fuck happened. And I said, "Oh shit, it's gonna smoke like a motherfucker. It may run a little rough, but she'll work it out." But he got lucky that the gas tank was low enough that
Nice.
mix it really didn't fuck
Very
shit
nice.
up too bad. So he got
That
lucky on that one.
I was going to say that's definitely a hell of a lot better than some, because a lot of them will run like they've been running on 2-cycle oil, or somebody grabbed the wrong mixed gas and threw in there, and you see them, and then that fucking bluish colored smoke come out. You can smell that richness to it.
Oh,
It's like standing
God.
behind somebody running a chainsaw.
Yeah,
I've been in traffic going, all right, which car was it?
yeah.
And usually it's not the old beater. It's the nice little pretty one over here that somebody went, well, there's just gas in this can. I'll just shove it in there. With that being said, the 125 people that we have joined us on the first 30 minutes, it's just the way we got to do it. Learn what you're doing. If you're going to work at McDonald's and you're going to be a sandwich maker, learn how to make the sandwiches. If you're going to be at AutoZone, working at AutoZone, learn proper techniques and proper just troubleshooting of cars. So when somebody comes in and says, hey, I got a question for you, don't go, I can type it on the computer. That's why I like people like you in the weed industry. I know nothing when it comes to strains, the best way to grow them, the best way to harvest them. I've been finding people now that I've learned so much from just watching what you've done. I still don't think I could grow like you got behind you.
The big thing that I will say about growing your own medicine, there is no right or wrong way to do it. You got to find your keep it simple stoner method.
Okay.
Remember, it is a weed. It will grow in the crack of a fucking concrete if there's enough nutrients.
CC, this is saying like you've done this. Someone left their own devices in the garage. Husband, where'd the mower cats go?
Yeah.
Many times. Many times I walked out to grab my fucking weed eater and there wouldn't be nothing in it. I grabbed the can, there wouldn't be nothing in it. Who
Yeah.
used it? What I used to do was when there was people that would like to steal shit, I would leave gas out and intentionally put oil in it. That way I would know if something like that happened. Cece, I still have a hard time to believe that it wasn't you. If you guys are not following Herder Edibles or at Duck Dodgers, either one, make sure if you're on Twitter, you give them a follow right now.
One
Please.
of my service truck, I kept a dummy can of gasoline and sugar in it,
Oh,
and knew
you're
which
such a
one it
wonderful
was.
asshole.
Huh?
You're such a wonderful asshole.
Well, when you're stealing a $50 fucking steel jerry can,
Yep.
you know, and tools out of a fucking
No.
service truck, you little fucks, I'm gonna
There's
fuck
nothing more despicable than a fucking thief. If you're going to take that much time into stealing from me, get a fucking job. Just get a fucking job. With that being said, really quick, Patrick, if you're here listening to, along with the rest of the streamers that I've reached out to, or anybody watching us right now, Bud Vision is now fully legal. Troy will be joining me on Thursday. It's either going to be 4:20 Eastern or 4:20 Pacific. I have not 100% on that yet, but he'll be on here to answer questions. I will send out links to people that have already joined. If they have any personal questions they want to ask him while we're live, he will be joining me to answer any and all questions. So, yes, Patrick, thank you again for reaching out to me this morning about it. We're still shooting for the 5th and 7th, I believe, tentatively was when he was wanting the launch date to go. So we're only a couple of days from doing it. It's a great way to buy and sell weed live across country. We'll talk about more of that in just a little bit. I'm getting back to you because I love hearing your rants because I'm the same fucking way. There's just certain things about all this that really bother me.
It chaps my ass, man, to the point of I can really, really go into other things about it, the whole 9 yards.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes almost on the verge of political, and I take neither of these fuck sides. And I will tell you that I don't even fucking vote. It's casting pearls before swine, guys. They're not fucking doing what we ask, so why do what they ask? Yes, there's always some fuck gonna vote somebody in, but it's best that most people stand up and write none of the above. state, city, whatever, until the plant is fucking free the way we want it to be. That's the stand.
Right.
You know,
And I 100% agree with you on that.
You know, back in the day when the American Revolution shit, you know, they fought with their guns. Now we got to use the public platforms to fight with our tongues.
Yeah.
Do not want to get violent with this shit.
I really like that. I like the way you put that. You're right. And see, well, this is the aspect behind my show when I created it a long time ago to make it Dank Dungeon Chronicles. It was bring people in the industry and let them talk, let them say whatever they want. So, sir, you're more than welcome to get on your soapbox or stand on your roof and scream. I have no objections to anything you say. This is your show. If people don't like it, they can fucking leave. I mean, my views may not be the same as your views or the next person's or the next person's or the next person's, which everyone has their right to do that. But if they want to speak theirs, they can come on here.
Right.
So, by all means.
We have the right to agree to disagree, too.
Exactly. Yes.
You know, people have forgot that.
Yes, they have. People want everyone to have the same mindset. It's not, no, we're allowed to disagree without the full-fledged fist-fighting arguments. You can just agree to disagree. It's like, all right, man, I can see this is not going anywhere. I'm agreeing to disagree and walk away. It doesn't make you a less of a person. It doesn't make you more of a person. It just makes
you change the subject.
Right. Yes.
Something you agree on.
Absolutely. Like when I drank, I used to make sure that when I had a party, no one brought up any of their significant others, whether it's male or female, or politics, or the Bible. Not that I didn't believe in God, not that I didn't like politics, and not that I didn't like somebody's wife or husband. It's those are the three most things that will cause the most turmoil in a friendship or a gathering, especially when you put alcohol involved. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying anybody drinking is wrong, but that's the way it goes. Now, I do the same thing for weed unless we're on this show, because this show is everybody's show.
Well, this is where you got into the drinking parties. Okay. Now this pulls into another rant that I can go into on the Second Amendment and weed. I'm sorry. I would rather deal with the stoner with the gun than an alcoholic with the fucking gun. Because somebody gets belligerent and angry, that alcohol has a tendency to do once you get to a certain limit. I don't give a fuck. Whether it's just beer, somebody says one thing wrong, and bam, a fucking life is gone. Could be your fucking wife.
Yeah, because nobody wants to fight anymore. Nobody wants to get mad and throw punches. Nobody wants to get mad and just headbutt somebody. Everybody, I'm just going to shoot you. Why? You know, I never could figure that. That is one.
Because, Rob, it's one thing that people have become afraid of. We grew up in an era where our elders would smack the fuck out of you for being stupid. Okay?
You're exactly right.
Okay, and I hate to tell you, it's to get it, there's got to be a fine line because it cannot be to abuse. But I also believe that we've spared the rod so much. They have taken power away from the parents.
That right
be
there.
Able to raise your children the way that you see fit. Now, if you're beating the fuck out of your kid every day, you don't deserve that fucking kid. I also believe every goddamn kid should go through a parenting fucking class instead of whatever fucking studies they're into in high school that you're going. You mean that you're having to take this bullshit? What the fuck are they doing? Dumb motherfuckers. They're not even teaching. And then you got to be daddy and mama and step up and teach them. This is how the world works.
Yes.
You know,
you're so right.
You give them that baby that squalls in them that they let people take home. Give it a week and pair them up in pairs, male, female. Let them take that sumbitch home for 2 weeks straight.
You know, they did that in high school when I was in high school.
Yes.
When the girls were in home ec or whatever, it changed names from home economics to something else when I was in high school. I'm not 100% what it was called. But yeah, I remember the freshman girls, they were taking the fake babies home. Now you see people out on TikTok and other platforms just taking them out on the street, making fun and jokes like, oh, yeah, oh, no, sorry, I dropped it on its head. Oh, well, you know what? That's okay. I get the prank, but you should never be a parent. If you can have that thought of, let me shove my stroller out in front of a car to see all these people, the person that's going to stop is a person from our era. None of these kids today are going to stop because they're going to say, well, they pushed out in front of me. I have the right of way. It's that way when they open their mouth. And Jen, you're right. You can't get loud with your kids. You can't correct them and tell them to go to fucking bed. Oh no, you're taking away their screen time. You know what? This child is a blessing to me and the mother, not to the government, not to the schools. And it has gone so far by the wayside that it's pathetic. I have nothing wrong with coddling a child, showing love to a child, showing compassion to everything they have. But if you're going to let your kid stand in a store who's 35 years younger than you, scream in your face, and you're going to expect me not to go, wow, somebody really should take care of that because I don't give a shit. It needs to be drawn to attention. If it embarrasses you, good. Learn how to fucking parent. I'm not sent out here to accept the fact that you let your kid scream like that. Take them home and let them do it. When you bring them out into the public, they need to have just as much respect as what I was taught, as what you were taught, and hopefully what that parent was taught. But we all know that you're only as good as the one in front of you. So if you weren't taught, you aren't going to taught, and no one is going to interject and say, stop this now. The school used to bring back paddling. I got lifted off the fucking ground by my mom with a plastic spoon and said, I'll give you that today. Get in trouble at school again, and I'm going to let them do it. He had a fucking paddle this long, had holes in it. I wouldn't about to let a man fucking lift me up with that bitch. Never got in trouble again at school. I knew that if I got in trouble when I got home, nope. And it wasn't abuse, though. It had nothing at all about it.
I had the fear of my dad because when I went to school,
Take it home and
he
egg.
told me, you start something, I'm going to let them give it to you, then I'm giving it to you. And my dad could put you 6 inches up off the ground with a fucking belt. 3 whacks was what he would give, but he would lift your feet 6 inches off the fucking ground each whack.
Tell me you were told to go get a switch. Tell me you were told to go cut your own switch. And when you cut your own switch and you think, okay, I'm going to get this one's going to break easy. If it breaks, they go get your switch.
Yeah.
And then you get worn out.
Yeah.
If you've never been hit with a car antenna, ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of what a sapling feels like across the back of your thighs. That's how, and it wasn't like you were being beaten with it.
Hot Wheels race car track.
Oh, fuck. I got hit with that one. Actually, I got hit with a train track. The little square looking ones. My stepdad was a piece of shit. I'll go ahead and tell you that right now. My dad was not a disciplinarian. I wasn't around him enough. So my mom had 3 boys. My older brothers are twins, and we are 2 years apart. They are now 6'3", 6'4", and I'm 6 foot. So we were always that way all the way up to high school. When you walked in our house as friends, our friends knew that where the spoon was at. My mom would step in and go, who's doing it? And we would all fucking sit back like this, like we were in church. I mean, we knew. Or if mom was in the store and you seen the car rocking, fuck. Wait till we pull out that parking lot.
My mom was the main disciplinarian, though, with us.
Mine
boys.
too.
You know, my dad did not have the patience if it came to whipping. My dad would tell us, I brought you in this world. I will fucking kill you if I hit you.
There's nothing wrong with that.
And he let us know he was pissed at us. You know, but I can't handle it. Your mom's handling it.
Right here, Jen. 100%. There is no fucking fear. And it's not, and I hope somebody's watching right now. It's going to comment on this later on today going, you just hate kids. No. If you can allow a child to stand in front of you and cuss you, and you're not allowed to raise your voice back to them, what in the absolute fuck? There's been a transfer of position and power over the years that needs to fuck. I know grandkids who yell at their grandparents. My God, I would have been in the hospital if I would have backtalked my grandma Bess. I got my ass beat with a yardstick by her.
See,
she wasn't about to like back up. I hit you with the sternum. She, poof, right down. Shut up. Yes, ma'am.
Tried to break into the root cellar because it was cooler, and Grandpa had this window at the root cellar.
Thank you. Deserved it.
And my grandma caught us out there trying to break into that root cellar. Woo! Oh, oh!
We knew.
I had never got my ass whipped that bad.
Really.
I did not piss grandma off. No more.
It's the respect factor of every damn bit of it as you go up the scale. You respect your parents, but you respect your grandparents even more. And if your great grandparents are alive, my God, you cater to them regardless if they're in the right state of mind or not.
Oh,
Because
yes.
what these kids don't understand, if it was not for those people, your ass wouldn't be on this earth. And if it wasn't for everybody else in that era, you wouldn't be on that phone right now. You wouldn't be doing that shit.
My great grandmother Lily was an English bride that come over
100%, Jen. I have 3, so yeah, damn straight.
To a man that she did not know, with children, because he lost his wife in childbirth, which was my great grandfather.
Wow.
And you talk about bravery.
Absolutely.
I mean, that was before turn of the century.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember going to her house, and yeah, us kids catered to her, whatever she wanted. You're right.
Dang, my mom still stands on this, just like this right here. I don't care how old you are. You're still mine to the day you die. That's what my mom told me. She said her job was done when she was 18 because I graduated high school, but I was always going to be there. She said that's what she wanted out of all 3 of her children. She wanted to make sure that she led them the proper way to get to where they needed to be in life.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fear's still there. Mom threatened to backhand me 2 days ago. We were in the car together, or 3 days ago, coming home from the party on Saturday. I backtalked her. We were sitting at McDonald's. She's like, you know what? I'd have bust you in the mouth. I was like, good. Why? But it's me. It's on me for that.
Yeah.
I do not understand. And I do hope people that are watching right now, we're not bad talking the way you want to live your life or the things you're doing with your raising of your children. But you've got to understand, you're setting them up for failure. You're setting them up to come across the wrong person. And it's not going to be fair to them because they're going to think they're in the right. They're going to think they're allowed to backtalk everyone. When they're picking their teeth up off the ground and then they come running to you and saying, I want to file charges against this person. I want to get him for assault. You ran your fucking mouth. You started this. Just like what you said a minute ago. My dad did say that a long time ago too, but he never did back it up. His was always, if you start something, I'll finish it when you get home. But if you're brought into something, you better fucking stand up for yourself.
Oh, yeah.
I told my children the same thing. Don't you dare go looking for a fight. But if you feel strongly in the argument or whatever's going on there, you stand your ground. And if it goes to throwing hands, if that's the last option, then that's the last option. I do not recommend it. I have been lit up more times than not. I've also put my fair share on the ground. It's not something to sit back and brag about. But you learn from your fucking mistakes. You know what I mean? If you walk through your house and you stub your toe on your pink or on your table, you're going to remember that. You know? So if you
stupid's supposed to hurt.
You're exactly fucking right. I have got scars to prove it. And every time I would walk up limping like this, Mom, I've heard. And she'd go, well, what'd you do? And when you say it, well, what'd you expect? I don't know. I guess I expected some compassion, Mom, but evidently not. It's a learning fucking moment.
My grandpa
is a learning moment. Failure is a learning moment.
My grandpa would say, "Stupid's supposed to hurt."
I love that. You still take care of your older ones. Good, and I guarantee if they started something with you, you'll be the one that finishes it because the respect respect aspect in it. That I'm sure your children respect you like I respect my parents, but my children don't respect me in that way. I've witnessed it so many times of people just around here. I thought maybe it was just regional. No, we're just a little bit quieter. The rest of them are on national television because of shootings or because of, well, I just don't like this person, so I'm just going to go ahead and just burn their house down. Really? Really? You don't want to talk about it for a minute? You don't want to understand you might be the one in the wrong? No, nobody ever does. Nobody ever
No.
does.
Uh-uh.
Duck, are you stoned?
Am I high?
Yeah.
You fucking am high.
You want to play a game with me?
Let's
You want to
do
do this? Do you want to do the 60-second blitz with Bongmaster Rob? You'll be the sixth person. And after yours, we'll be determining on who wins that Bongmaster Rob hat.
what the
I'm going to
fuck
ask you,
doing?
they're going to be this or that questions, just two things. Like I'll give you a hint called, like, say, sativa or indica. You just pick
Okay.
one or the other. There's no wrong answers. I'm just trying to get you to answer as many as you can in 60 seconds. Right
All right.
now, Patrick and Adam Martinez are tied for first with 27. You get two chances. You want to try it?
Let's roll it.
Hell yeah. I'm going to set the timer up so we can do it. Just a little break to throw in the middle of this. And this segment of the Bongmaster Rob Show, which is Dank Dungeon Chronicles, is brought to you by Frass Rolling Papers. Check him out on Instagram and on TikTok, or on Twitter right now. Well, I'll put it up in a second. Troll across the bottom. It's at 420 capital FRP on Twitter. Come here, timer. Timer. Clock. Timer. Stopwatch, actually. Got it here?
All right.
Oh, shit. I guess I should have moved some stuff around before I ever started moving this stuff around. I mean, Lord of B. Lord of B. All right. It's time for the 60-second blitz of Bongmaster Rob. Are you ready? The clock will start after I start the first question, which is just you pick as quick as you can, and we will move as fast as we can. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Hey, dab or flower?
Flower.
Green or black?
Green.
Baseball or football?
Football.
Night or day?
Day.
Monday, Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Stallone or Schwarzenegger?
Schwarzenegger.
Ocean or mountains?
Mountains.
Beach or bathtub?
Bathtub.
Car or truck?
Truck.
Bus or plane?
Bus.
Bungee jumping or spelunking?
Bungee jumping.
Treehouse or bunker?
Greenhouse.
City or country?
Country.
McDonald's or Wendy's?
Wendy's.
Bikini or jeans?
Jeans.
Ketchup or mustard?
Mustard.
Homegrown or grocery?
What was that?
Homegrown or grocery?
Homegrown.
Time. 60, 70. You have 18. Would you like to keep 18 or you want to go for your second shot at it? Second time around, it goes a little bit faster since you know what the concept is of it's going. And the highest number now is 27. But it's up to you. If you don't want to try again, you don't have to.
Let's do it again.
Okay, let's do it again. All right, we'll reset the time. All right. Clock starts when I finish the first, and it's going to be the same list. Of course, the show or the game will change after this because I decided we make sure that everyone had it evenly set out this way. Ready?
Yep.
Dab or flower?
Let's go dab.
Green or black?
Black.
Baseball, football?
Football.
Night or day?
Night.
Monday or Wednesday?
Monday.
Stallone, Schwarzenegger?
Stallone.
Ocean, mountains?
Ocean.
Beach or bathtub?
Beach.
Car or truck?
Car.
Bus or plane?
Plane.
Bungee jumping or spelunking?
Bungee jumping.
Treehouse or bunker?
Treehouse or bunker? Bunker.
Mhm. McDonald's or Wendy's?
McDonald's.
City or country?
City.
Bikini or jeans?
Jeans.
Ketchup or mustard?
Ketchup.
Homegrown or grocery?
Grocery.
Horse or cow?
Cow.
Clown or ballerina?
Clown.
Dog or cat?
Cat.
Time. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. You got yourself 20 on that one. Thank you so much for playing the game with me. We have a tie for first place, which was with Adam Martinez and Patrick Masters. Actually, no, sorry, Adam at 26. We're going with Doc 420 and Patrick Masters. So later on this week, I will decide to either bring them on and have them do a head-to-head battle,
Oh
or
yeah,
which I think that would be fun. Give them both their 60 seconds, have them in here.
that would be badass.
That's what I'll do. Give each one of them there, and the winner will get one of these Bongmaster Rob hats. And if it's Patrick, damn it, they're going to think I'm sending you shit out of country because I've sent more shit to Patrick in the last 3 years to Canada than I've had anybody else. It's not that I don't want him to win, but I appreciate him more than anything for always being in here. So if you guys are not following Patrick Masters, make sure that you follow him on YouTube, on Twitter, and wherever else you may be at. Jen, you'll be on the show soon enough. CC, I'm afraid to let you play because you'll probably be half naked. But thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate it. I'm gonna try to get caught up on some of these comments over here on the side. Back to what we were talking about a minute ago. A minute ago? Really? A minute ago. You have the right to raise your child the way you see fit. If you want to take them off grid and show them how to live off the land, do it. If you want to show them everything in the world when it comes to IT so they can learn everything about a computer and just run with that, then do it. But remember, you guys aren't the only ones in the world. That child, when you let go of that child, is going to see everybody you have and 10 times more. You got to make sure you set them up for it. If you set your child up for failure, failure is going to come. You can manifest things. You can change your life at any given time. If you say, well, I was raised this way, so I have no way. My family's against drugs. Damn near my entire family's in law enforcement. I swear to God, I am the black sheep of the family. And I'm still here doing this because it's something I'm proud of, something I feel strongly about. And until I'm removed from this earth, or at least removed from these platforms, you guys will be hearing me as much as I possibly can. Because I would have been dead 5 years ago. We're going on 6 years ago now if I would not have found this plan. And if you can't see that as a good thing, if you still see, oh, there's still a drug in it. What the fuck? Open your eyes.
My dad's family, marijuana growers. Seriously, my grandpa started growing weed when he come back from World War One because my grandma didn't like him drinking, so the weed helped.
Robert always joins the party.
My mom's family was all preachers and shit, holy rollers. So yeah,
You know what? Okay,
cut shit for marrying my dad.
That's how I fell back a long time ago. I'll just say in relationships. That way, it's not too open ended on who it is. If you can judge me for doing this while you're taking a shot, or while you're being the worst hypocrite in the world and making fun of others, or not being this quintessential person of the people kind of thing that you're projecting yourself to be, don't fucking come around me anymore. Walk away. If you cannot get past the stigma that weed is something that's better than what that doctor put in that bottle for you, because they don't want to know. It's like they don't want to know. It's like, nope, you're not a doctor, Robbie. You're not. No, I'm not, but I'm a connoisseur. I can tell you right now, I've had every narcotic known to man up to 5 years ago, so 2021. Since then, no. Anything else that's new out there, I don't know what the fuck it is. But up till then, oh yeah, I do. Whether it was meant for me or not, it was going into my body kind of thing. And I can tell you the effects of each one of those. I used to like it. Don't get me wrong. It was a lot of fun, but I know half the reason why I am the way I am right now, because when I'm on weed, I can tell you this much. My body lets me know when too much is enough when I'm working. When I take a pain pill, and then I take another pain pill, and then another one, then I go, shit, now I'm hurting. I better take another one, and I better take another one. And shit, well, I better take another one. Next thing you know, you got 8 in you just trying to mow your yard. But then you go tell your doctor, it took 8 pills for me to mow my yard. Oh, give me that prescription back. You're not allowed to have that. Well, why? You told me to take it. I told you to take it, but only the way I want you to take it. Then why did you give it to me this way? You said take it as needed. It's almost hypocritical in a way that you can only have it if you're allowed to have it their way. My medical marijuana card does not tell me how much I'm allowed to consume on a daily basis, how I'm allowed to consume it, or when I'm allowed to consume it.
Nope.
I smoke or take an edible or drink something. Or if my depression's hitting heavy and I feel this on my chest, I will smoke. Dosey cake is the best fucking indica I've ever found in my life. I smoked this much of this last night and fucked me up like a soup sandwich. And there I was. Calm, no shaking, no nothing. You guys don't, I mean, you probably know, I suffer from situational anxiety and the fear of speaking in front of others. So bad. It freaks me out. This, I'm serious. This right here we're doing fucking scares me. And pee-hole fingers. Yeah, pee-hole fingers is the second worst one. But I'm serious. I don't like this. I have to psych myself up in order to do this. I had to make the Bongmaster Rob persona in order for me to come live because I was afraid that no one would like Robbie. No one would like the person behind all this. I'm trying to go back through and catch all these. You guys have got a lot. Yeah, you were a test rat. That's what's wrong with you now, Cece. And that's what's wrong with me now. All of us have been put there. And it's the way they drive those pretty cars. It's the way they live in those fancy houses.
Remember, the veterans are your guinea pigs before they give it to you.
That is true. And that's the saddest fucking thing. That's another one that does all that same kind of shit. Why on earth would you put the people who are the most selfless in the worst positions? I mean, I get it that they're strong enough that they wanted to go into any of the branches. Hey, what's up, Sith? Sorry, yours went up to the top. Love you too, girl. Thanks for joining us. And Cece, permanent marker's awesome. That's what I'm smoking right now. What time is your
growing right now that's better, that smells better than permanent marker? I got
the only thing I don't like about like the gases and the diesels you were talking about a little bit ago is they give me such a headache. I mean, like a frontal headache right here in the very front of my head. I don't know why. It's not a sinus headache. It's almost like it's going through my temples and trying to push out the front of my head.
I get that. See, that's that strain specific we were talking about.
Right.
Because you have that will work on you, and then you have some that works on some that don't. It's
right.
All that strain specific.
Now, I like the hazes. I'm a super lemon haze. If I do ever pass, please somebody put that in my coffin because I will definitely need that in the afterlife. I don't give a shit where we're at. They don't like it or not.
What did you say?
Super lemon haze.
Super lemon.
The only thing is with the terps in it, it makes me sneeze. But I love the effects of it. It gives me a great body high. It takes away the pain that has where all the screws are going into my fucking back. All that goes away. All the things that I never thought in my life I'd be able to be doing. I'm doing
you ever
because
smoke
of weed.
Any green crack, Rob?
I have had green crack twice, but I've had it in I don't have a pin here, but I've had it in the cartridge. I've never smoked it in flower. I would love to try it in flower. Green crack is absolutely amazing. Next
time I grow some, I may shoot you a couple J's.
Hey, I told you last time, which Adam got mad at me, and so did Stashquatch, that I was going to be your guinea pig last time we were on here talking about it. Anytime you guys ever want to throw anything my way, I will either pay for it or 100% give everything out to the world about it. Because everyone needs to know what you guys do. I mean, when I've followed you guys for a long time, and I always wanted to have you on my show, but I was always afraid to approach you guys. Seriously, I seen where you were sponsoring other shows and all this. And I'm thinking, I'm afraid to ask you to come on my show.
I'm a old country redneck. That's all I am, brother. I'm a man that's busted with fucking knuckles.
I feel you on that.
Fucking years, bro. I can get along with
I show people too. Watch me let go of my hand. It always goes right there. You have them up, let them go. They retract. You have no choice. It's because of all this shit from over the years. All that. Yep. Wait, here, let me get upside down and then try to do it with this arm over here.
Yeah.
And that was the worst part about telling people that if I was smoking weed and still doing the industrial maintenance that I used to do, I would have never quit. Because the doctor was like, so what do you do on an everyday basis? I opened the cabinet up there in the office. And I'm like, I have to get underneath there. And they shut the door on me and I'm welding upside down for 12
Well,
hours.
The whole deal is when I got off the hard shit and went back to just green, I knew when my drug test was because
Strawberry roots.
I was a
Thank you, Patrick.
medic. I was a medic plus my job title out there.
Right.
Besides mechanic class 5 and welder class 7.
Damn.
Okay, which was offshore. And
Wow.
you know, it was like I knew when they were coming. We always got notice, and it was usually when we were going back on shore when they started pulling it. And that's when you clean up a little bit. But yeah, mechanicking with weed, because when I got clean, it was weed that kept me clean.
That's with me too. I have no draw to any other drug. And everybody's like, oh, weed's a gateway. Weed's a gateway to a better fucking life.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, don't give a fucking drug addict methadone anymore. Don't give them Suboxone anymore. Hand them a really good strain of fucking weed and say, try this and let me know how it works for you.
Yeah.
Do that.
And the way that it is, it's like I said, strain specific. You got to see what terpenes work for you.
Right.
It's not the strain, it's the terpene profile of the strain that gives you those effects.
There's a lot of people that are still stuck in the stigma, which I did forever. I only smoke weed. When you're telling me strains or anything like, I just smoke weed. That's all I do. But when I started using it for medicinal purposes, you're exactly right, because there's strains out there that will pinpoint a fucking pinky toe ache. There's strains out there that one little nerve you got right here keeps twitching all the time. There's a strain out there for you that will make that nerve calm down. You just got to find it.
The reason haze works real well on you too is because it's for the nerves. The terpenes in hazes are real good for that spinal cord injuries that we dealt with the back injuries and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know your spinal cord is taking damage because you've crushed this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that, Patrick. Sorry to laugh at what you're talking about. That was just funny.
What did he say? I didn't catch.
When I said like, weed's a gateway, weed leads you to the fridge and happy thoughts. That's what weed leads you to. Yeah, that was funny.
Sometimes. But for diabetics, we're finding out THCV controls the appetite.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, those are exciting things, and that's in your Durban poisons and things like that.
I was going to have
it.
I have a paper from Looper, and all you guys know him as at the Looperverse on Twitter. They make outstanding pins, drinks, all kinds of stuff. They sent me a THC chart one time that has all the different types of THC, the THCA, THCP, O, HHC, all this stuff, and tells you exactly what it's for. Like for the THCP, it is for like heightened euphoria and relaxation. Or you have the ones that are for like indica couch. That's where I go with indica on it. So if you get something that's heavy indica, you know that it's going to be a nice body high and it's going to relax you enough that it may even put you to sleep. So you don't want to do that during the middle of the day. That's why weed gets a bad name too. Because like, look at him, he's on weed and he's fucking passing out at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Because he probably smoked the wrong shit.
I've gotten to where hybrids have become a big favorite.
Really?
Because I get the best of both worlds.
Makes sense.
Especially for daytime with the pain and everything. Because, you know, sometimes you need that extra little help throughout the day. And that's why these hybrids have become a really popular thing. Plus, they're quick growing instead of like a landrace that is long flowering. But you're not going to find the terpene profile and the new stuff that you do in the landrace, and especially if it's grown in the proper conditions.
Okay. Now, when you grow yours, do you grow yours in dirt or do you like hydroponic with the BB things?
I am a living soil grower. which is pretty much everything's organic. I build living cocoa for my plants. Uh, they, it's pretty much about just keeping the soil fed,
Okay.
and the soil will take care of the plant, keeping everything in balance.
Do you auto water those, or is it something that you
Yeah.
get up like?
Yes, I
would you
use a
auto water?
system. I don't use an auto pot or anything like that. I use old school methods. I'm not into the auto pots where I'm flooding or drip lines where I'm flooding my tents. No, I'd
Right.
rather use a SIP system. I'm good with that. That works for
Okay.
me. And that's it. We're getting ready to build 8 15-gallon systems for the big tent. So I'll
Sorry,
have, it'll be 8 plants in there, but they will grow much bigger. Yes.
I know I showed you that earlier. I was going to show it off again while you were talking. I know Cece's a Raiders fan. Check it
Is
out.
she? I didn't know that.
Well,
I thought CC was up by the bay.
she is. She's on both sides. The way I took it, she said, well, one's right behind her. Levi Stadium's right behind her. I told her swim the bay and go over and be a Raiders fan.
Oh, that's
But if
right.
she's not, she is now.
They were at Oakland at one time. I forgot.
They were in Oakland before they went to Vegas. They started in Oakland, went to LA, back to Oakland, then to LA, and then went out to
That's
Vegas.
right. That's right. Okay.
Well, you guys have got the Oakland Athletics now, too. They're the Las Vegas A's. They're going to be there in 2 years. That's what they're building
And
downtown right
we're
now.
wanting to, they're looking to snipe a basketball team that wants to move.
I could see them going after Charlotte Hornets.
It's like Chicago lost the Bears.
Huh? All that's see, I thought that was bullshit. I thought, are they really moving them to Indiana?
Yes.
No shit.
No shit.
I fucking thought. I mean, I've been hearing it, just thinking it was just stupid bullshit. That's crazy that Chicago lost the Bears.
Yeah, they let it go, man. Too much taxes.
No
It all has to
shit.
do about that money, like we were talking.
Wow.
About.
That
They
is
were
crazy.
city wasn't giving the NFL enough cutback.
Hey, Jen, I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, I really did hear it, and I watched a lot of videos about it. Even diehard Bears fans were like either parodying it or making fun about it. But I didn't know it was all that shit was true. That's crazy.
Yeah, as far as I know.
I mean, especially a town like that. Oh, you better believe it in April. The only thing is it's on 420 weekend too. WrestleMania is this year because it's on the 18th and 19th, and 420, of course, is on Monday. Guess where I'm going to be?
Where?
I'm going to be walking hand in hand,
Jay
jumping in circles with this lady right here in Sith Kitten and Stoner Jesus into Michigan State on the Green Mile. We'll be there for 420. Bong Master Rob will be there. Gen Z 420 will be there. Stoner Jesus and Sith Kitten will be there. I'm not sure who else is going to be there, but I do know those ones will be.
Doug Dodgers will be doing 420 in Vegas.
Damn you.
I'm gonna go the strip.
Damn you.
I want a dispensary crawl.
That's what we're doing. Jen said there's 30, possibly going to be 32 opened up in this 1 mile stretch in New Buffalo, Michigan.
Right.
That's why they call it the Green Mile.
Hell
and
yeah.
I tell you what, I think I'm going to live stream every bit of it, and I'm going to attempt to smoke from every one of them and see if I can make it. Do like a pub crawl, but do a dispensary crawl to each one of them. I'm going to try to smoke out of every single one of them as we're walking, or at least something from every single one of them, and do it live.
One hitter, brother. Grams, one hitter. Yep, something like that.
Got him.
There you go.
Boom. Thank you so much for that, because she's the one who's the fucking kickoff start. Let's run with this, Jen. And this is so amazing. I'm so glad that you're actually allowing me to be involved in this. Thank you for all the hard work that you do with Stoner Magazine, as well as all of us now putting us into places like this. This is going to be a really good time. And I might have to take me a one hitter with me the entire time to make sure that I could do that. At least a little bit out of each one of them, to make sure of it.
Yeah, I would
You're getting
go
so much shit.
smaller.
Oh man, that's what I'm worried about. I don't want to get pulled over for fucking transport on the way home.
I'm thinking about the old school pinch hitter that just
Oh, I've got this right here. It just has a tiny little bowl in the head of it. Oh, you can put one little tiny piece, but I also have a dugout that looks like a
dugout
pencil size. Yeah, stick it down in there.
Yep.
Now they do have the auto dugouts. The guy tried to get me to get when I got this one that you just load it up, and then after you're done smoking, you push on the end, and it retracts all of your ash out, so you don't have to dig down in there. So I should have bought that one. I never thought about it, but it's really cool. Yeah, Patrick, you're not that far from us. I mean, I don't know how far Windsor is from New Buffalo. Oh, you're gonna have to carry me. I'm gonna rent a fucking car. Doug, I really do appreciate you joining me. We've been live for now 120 minutes. We've got 286 people sitting here with us.
Wow.
This is really nice. And thanks again to Frost Rolling Papers for their first time sponsoring the Bong Master Rob and Dank Dungeon Chronicles. Make sure you follow them on all the socials that I have tagged on this post, and I will show you some more in a little bit. There you go. The new Buffalo Smoke Crawl. That's what it needs to be called.
Remember the Gorilla Groman Chronic cast?
That's what I was going to ask you. When is your...
Right before the boys. We are 7 Central, 8 Eastern.
Thank you so much for joining us, Jen. You have a great afternoon. Cece, will you please put that in the chat so I can throw it up on the screen? I'm a little bit elevated to try to type out henpeck this shit as we're live. Would you please let me know everything about everything he just said, because I'm really high. No, you guys are on Thursday nights before the boys show, right?
Yes.
Do you run an hour? How long?
An hour before the boys, and we run an hour. Right there till they're ready to sign on, and we're off.
Sweet. I've watched, I think, 2 different episodes of it because Thursdays are hard for me. I have so much going on in the evening that the only time I can make it to even the boys show is when they invite me on.
Right.
It's just life stuff, everyday life stuff. Not that I'm streaming somewhere else and don't want to watch. I would love to have the 2 of you on sometime. If Gorilla Groban, would ever be free and want to come on, promote the show, absolutely. You guys are more than welcome. And that's the way my show runs, is I am here 100% of the time for everyone else.
Community.
Whatever times is yours.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for listening to my message.
Are you Central or are you? Because you're 3 hours behind me.
I am Pacific.
He's Pacific time. That's what, CC. He's 3 hours behind me. He's in the Pacific times. That's what I was. Is there 2 different time zones right there in Vegas? Because I believe somebody either near Vegas or what you would think would be perpendicular to Vegas.
There's that.
Yes, it is 7. Is it 7:30 Pacific time or is it 7:30 Eastern time? Where are you at with even 7:30? What time do the boys go on? He's an hour before the boys. So if the boys are on Eastern time, if they go on at 9 o'clock Eastern,
they go 9. We come on at 8.
You guys all do Eastern time though, right? You don't do it. You're doing 8 o'clock Eastern, not 8 o'clock Pacific, is what the question is.
Yes.
Okay. So yes, CC, thank you for that. But
5
it's
Eastern, 7 Central, 8 Pacific. 8 Eastern.
Yeah, that's where I got high with that one.
I'm fucking high.
See, that's why I asked you guys about this show. Okay, 2 p.m. is great. 2 p.m. my time or your time? Because it's 11 a.m. for you, 2 for me, but I'm game either one.
Yeah.
That's what I like about the way I stream. I like to find you guys in the best time for... Wow. Okay, she just did it again. Yes, it's 5 p.m. Pacific on X with Duck Dodgers. But to the 90% of the world watching right now, that's 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go by... I love you, CC. I just love you, CC. Patrick, thank you so much for joining us. I do hope you heard the statement I made earlier about Bud Vision. It is now 100% fully legal. I will have Troy on with me on Thursday. He will be talking everything about Bud Vision to all the consumers out there, to all the streamers that have joined already, and to companies who are thinking about joining. And in case you don't know, you will be able to find Frost Rolling Papers on Bud Vision, not only through my channel, but we'll be selling it out that way as well. One of the first products that I brought to the channel, and I'm so happy to do that. If anybody else is watching right now and it's something you think you might be interested in, please by all means DM me after you go to my profile on X and click on the link that's attached through Bud Vision there. It's simple, it's easy, and it's for me. Anyhow, let's get back to what we were talking about, sir. When you guys started this, whose idea was it? May I ask?
Started what?
The podcast. Do you join him, or you guys?
I joined him. I joined him. Me and Tony started talking on X there a little bit, and I got to know Tony when he got hurt more. The Gorilla Groman, that is. I got to know him a little bit better when he got hurt, and me and him had developed a friendship.
Thank you, Cece.
I said, you know, I do stoner rants on X. What do you think about bringing it to the Gorilla Groman podcast? And he goes, dude, I would love that. So that's kind of how it worked out. And with his back, he said, brother, you just got to bear with me because some weeks we may do it, some we not. It depends on how I feel. And I said, brother, I get you.
Yeah.
Understood. No worries.
I mean, I feel him so much on that because shout out to Sam,
Same
one of my
here.
followers. If it wasn't for
Same
Sam
here.
getting me this chair off of my Amazon wish list, I wouldn't be on here this long. There's no way I could sit for 2 or 3 hours and stream with people. I was
Right.
pushing myself in that old chair. I just couldn't afford to buy one. And I really wanted to keep continuing to get my message out, or at least be that little boost for somebody else to get their message out to somebody. And next thing I knew, this arrived at my house. It blew me the fuck away. The selflessness of some people, and they see that drive. They see that
Yeah.
I see what you're doing, but I can't do it because of the stigma or because of my job. I've got a lot of people who reach out to me in that way. They donate to the show
Exactly.
or want to be a part of something, or even they're afraid to share the stuff out because of their families or their culture even. I 100% respect that. Please never think that because you're not sharing something does not mean I don't think you're my friend. I understand to people, because I shared this out to Facebook again today. A lot of people who watch me on Facebook, it's close to home kind of shit. I'm not the same person I used to be. I understand that a lot of people want to keep their shit on the DL, that they don't want anybody knowing what they're doing behind closed doors. I'm proud of this now. I'm proud of taking a breath. I'm proud of not being dead. I mean, that's just me. I'm sorry. Everyone has their own pride, carry it the own way they want to. Pride is a killer. It really is. Ego is even worse. It's taken me 45 years to realize that. But yes, you've got to understand that not everybody's the same. Everybody has their right to say whatever they want, whenever they want. Within reason, though, people, you have the right to fucking defend yourself and demand respect. This whole, I'll do one political thing and I'm going to be done with it. Every person that is younger than me needs to go back to school if you do not understand what freedom of speech means. That does not protect you to get in my face and call me an MF until I'm blue. No, it protects you from the government censoring you. Shut the F up. Don't come at me with shit because I'm going to come back at you because I'm not the government going to say, just stop it. I'll punch you in the fucking mouth. That's me. Anyway, I'm going to go there. That's what people don't. You've got a creeper. You have a creeper. Either that or I'm really stoned. I just seen a little one pop out behind your chair and go to your left. I was like, shit. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that with her in the room. I don't know if you had heard about it or not. That was on. I didn't mean to.
No, thank you, because I didn't catch that.
And I wasn't trying to narc either. I just didn't want something, the younger ears didn't hear, especially when we're talking about younger ears, because it's the truth though. But you know what? I bet that one right there understands the value of other people's opinion and how to respect it than what somebody my age does.
Yes.
Because you've instilled the proper way to learn.
Yes.
You're not. People.
She'll tell you to fuck off.
Good.
She'll tell you she's pissed off at you. I'm mad at you. Leave me alone.
That's just Nan. I can hear her from the distance.
You know, it's just the way it is. I mean, I
As it
want them
should
to
be.
be able to stand up for their values and what they believe. It's like I said, if they start restricting shit on X, I'm gonna try to pull one of the biggest fucking lawsuits I can together, because they're taking away our public discourse, our
Right.
freedom, because it is our public spaces now. Not like the old days during the revolution where they stood out in the square and risked going to fucking prison preaching against the goddamn British government. No,
Right.
this is our public square.
You're right.
Okay? And this should be taken to this fucking Supreme Court. They want to fuck with this. Because that's our freedom of speech, to choose what we want.
Yep.
This is an unalienable right
Right.
to heal the way you want to heal, to grow your food the way you want to grow it, not to have to rely on your ass to fucking help take care of me, to be self-reliant.
Exactly.
And when they come after it, you got to not be afraid to become something very unrecognizable, like you're committing suicide. Because if they come to take it, you got to fight hard. You got to get mad dog ugly. And that's all I can say. Josie Wells put it exactly right. Mad
You're right.
dog fucking mean.
100% agree with you on that.
Because they're going to come after it because of Schedule 3. I am so afraid of that.
I see
And
that coming.
they're going to want Big Pharma, Monsanto, and everybody else running this shit, and you getting your shit at CVS, Walmart, and that's the only way you're going to get it. And I don't trust them.
I don't either. I agree with that. I really do. Because they're going to allow so many of the wrong shit in. And it's going to, that's what gives weed a bad name right now. Of course, if you're going to buy it on the street from somebody you do not know, you're a fucking crapshoot right there, my friend. Because if you're going to trust what might be out there, who knows what somebody's put in there? Find you someone, or find you a dispensary for the time being, or these guys right here. I think you're to my left. Not sure, but I'll do this anyway. These guys know how to put things in. You have got to have just as much trust in somebody you speak with about this as you do yourself as you're ingesting it or putting it. Even the topical solutions, because of the way people make those. You've got to watch what's in there, because they're still trying to put all this other stuff with. I don't want lidocaine with my CBD. Lidocaine works on its own. It's going to do its best to drown out the CBD, and you're going to just forget about it. You don't need something harder in there. Give it the opportunity. Give THC the opportunity. I'm no one to tell you what to do, and I say this every show, and I'll do it again now. Everything that has come out of my mouth since the beginning and will continue to come out of my mouth until the end is my personal views on all of this. I am not educated in this by book. I am not educated in this by school. I am educated on this by the street and what I have finally decided to do. I am under doctor's advisement. I have my medical marijuana card to do it. In the state that I live in, I'm allowed to legally grow weed. I'm illegally allowed to possess weed to a certain extent. So I know what I do and when I do it. Thank you so much for joining me, but we're grown-ass adults, and we'd like to do what we like to do. So go back to your shake a little pill bottle, go back to your drinking if you're going to bitch and piss and moan, because we found something that will put us where we need to be. We've been going for an hour and a half, and I've not gotten up. I've not said, I got to reposition because this is hurting. I'm not, I got to lay back now because this thing lays back. I've not done all that. I've sat here and enjoyed this with you. I've hit that little pipe 4 times in an hour and a half. Because I'm feeding off of your high. I do that when my friends are around or when I have a show. I don't know if you're that way or if everybody else is that way. You don't feel that with drinking because you're competing with one another in drinking, right?
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Is what it is. You're enjoying the vibe. You're enjoying the company about something that we are both very adamant about.
And if we got a smoking contest, would you get mad if I beat you?
Weed saved my life. Hell no, I wouldn't get mad if you beat me in smoking with the cloud or whatever. I know my lungs are fucked.
Yeah,
So
that's what I say too. Well, you beat me. Great.
oh well.
But what would shotgun and a beer do? You know what I mean? If you're sitting there at a party with a 24 pack of beer, well, I don't know, not piss on. 5 in, you guys are so sloppy drunk, you'll be fist fighting by the 8th one
Yes.
because you didn't drink the rest of your can. No, it's not fair. Me, I'm like, man, it's on you. Give me about 10 and we'll go again. You know, or it's your gouge. Your turn.
Dude,
Your poke.
it's a lot cheaper than drinking like I did though. Because I was a fish.
You know what? You are right about this because back in the 70s, that was the devil's lettuce. That's how it got the name.
Right.
You know,
You're
and
right.
then when it's classified as the word drug,
Yes.
you can never get it away from that word.
No.
It is a medication now. I still find myself slipping on occasion and calling it a drug instead of medication because in some states it's still classified as a drug. It's no longer.
No.
You know, it's not an illegal substance.
And what people need to realize is that we've tried everything else to help us live somewhat of a normal life, and being on opioids and shit, you're in the bed. You're either in the bed, you know, because you've hurt yourself, fucking working like you said, take 2, 3, 4 pills, and you know, you hurt yourself and you're down for a week and a half, 2 weeks. You know, we've been there. And the whole deal is that I can say about it is a medicine. It's my right to try. That has been signed into law. And that is our fight for those that use it medically. Is I don't need them fucking with what already works for me.
And my biggest, just add to that, is look at the placebo effect. What did they give kids? They gave them fucking sugar tablets. They gave them sugar pills. They gave them sugar in a way. Yeah. They were putting a worse substance in our bodies as children than we are trying to do as adults.
Yeah.
Because anything, that's why I swear to God, I think that's why Adderall tastes so sweet. It is like fucking straight sugar. They manufactured those for kids to want to continue to take their entire fucking life.
Well, I was before the Adderall generation.
Yeah, I was too. I didn't find that until like my 20s.
My mother laughed when they come out with ADHD. She goes, "What would have happened if we had told you to calm your ass down and you didn't?"
I got the blisters to prove it.
Yeah, I got a welt on my ass still to prove
Damn right. That's right. Yeah, you're right. That's exactly the way it was. We didn't have ADD growing up. We weren't unruly children.
My mom was ADHD. My ass just whipped their ass.
It'll set you back straight.
Or, you know, my mom was a big proponent. If she didn't want to whip your ass, she'd throw your ass in the corner, but she'd make it hurt when you hit that corner.
You're damn right. And Cece, I do appreciate that comment there. Because you're right. People can go get aspirin. They can get Tylenol. They can get ibuprofen for a headache. They can get damn near Flexeril in different types of analgesic medications to give your muscles that relaxing feeling as it would be if you bought it or if you got it from behind the counter. You're 100% right on that. So don't try to come and say, we're going to give you this for a little bit to try. Okay. I'm going to throw this out there. I think they need to take a poll to see how many people take it for medicinal purposes and how many people just take it for the fun of it. I almost would lay money on it.
What's so funny, CC, I was on aspirin for years, and I developed a drug allergy that we couldn't figure out till they took me off fucking aspirin.
Wow.
I had hives all over.
No kidding.
No kidding, man. I'm highly allergic and sensitive to drugs.
Damn.
And the aspirin caused me to break out in hives.
How long were you taking it before they finally was able to determine that it was it?
Oh, it took them about 2-3 years.
Because isn't it funny on how they try to blame on everything else when you go to the doctor? Like, I got these hives all over me. Did you change your detergent? No.
Yep.
Did you change your bedding? No.
Yep.
Did you get an animal? No. Nothing's changed with this medicine. Well, it can't be
I
that.
want to tell you something. We threw away a shitload of drugs, and my list is a mile long on what I'm allergic to. So motherfuckers try. My right to try is proven. That it don't cause those side effects.
No shit on that one. I agree 100% on that.
Okay. You know, I was on 6 blood pressure pills because I was so high strung.
Wow.
Okay. 1.
Wow. Bravo.
I stay at a certain height. So I'm not that way.
I have felt myself getting like that because I was on a blood pressure medicine a long time ago too.
Because the job, you missed the job and you're jonesing. It wasn't. It's not that it wasn't. It was a way of life, Rob.
I know, my friend. I know.
Brother, it breaks my heart because I grew up with it. I remember Grandpa helping me tear down a fucking lawnmower engine to teach me. I remember working on tractors with him and working on industrial equipment with my dad. Those men taught me how to be a man. And it's not a love, it's a way of life.
You're going to make me cry, brother.
Brother,
yeah, I feel the same way.
I'm about to cry myself, bro, because I miss it.
I do too.
Not fucking bad, bro. I would give anything I would guinea pig for nanobots to fix my body.
I would
so
too.
I can go back to doing what the fuck I love.
You know,
because I guarantee you, with the techniques, with everything that I know, I'm still faster than any 40-year-old man at
absolutely.
Their point.
Absolutely. And you know, I feel you so much in that because I fell into a deep, dark depression after every surgery I had. Because you realize now you're not the same person you used to be. How many times I'd woken up at 4 o'clock in the morning and getting ready for a morning shift that I didn't even have to be on.
Yeah.
And then sit down and go, fuck. Or when somebody knocks on my door, no matter if there's a foot of snow outside or not, and they say, hey, I need this worked on my car, I go work on it. I make zero money doing that. I do it and hurt myself because I love it so fucking much. I do. I have hurt myself more since I've been disabled, since being this way, helping others because of that fight, because of that draw. Yeah. And it's a drug. You people, I'm not trying to say it in that way. People out there who don't understand what it's like to construct or work with your hands in a way that you can sit back and be proud of something, not only in your heart, but for what you've done for somebody, and then it's ripped out from underneath you. What do you have left to offer? It is so hard to get out of that slump of, dude, you still got stuff to offer. You know, find me that. Well, I found that with you. I still see what you have to offer because you turned me on to something I didn't even know existed.
2008, I was number 30 in the world in structural welding.
Wow. No shit.
No shit.
Wow. Damn, man. Bro, fucking oh. I love that.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing it? I mean, I know since childhood, but I mean, like professionally, did you go like right out of school? Was that your passion to fulfill that, to continue on with it?
No.
Or always been like a speedy hobby?
No. I wanted out of the oil field. I had seen what it had done to my dad, to my brothers, you know. I had seen my older brother get hit with a set of pumping unit weights and it broke his back in 4 places. And
Damn.
I watched my dad have at 60 years old have a chain break and a stack of drill stem come down on him.
Holy cow.
And I seen men die, and it was something that I wasn't really planning on getting into, and I was going to college for chemical engineering. Well, I went to the oil field to pay for college, and every time we would stack out or there had to be a layoff, I'd go back to school. So it took me a hell of a lot longer to finish my degree. And once I got that degree, I decided I didn't like it. I enjoyed what I was doing. I loved working on those big engines, and I loved welding, and I loved fabricating shit. Hey, we need a stair design to get from here to there. Well, fuck, that ain't no fucking issue.
Yep, it's like,
yeah, we got
give me
this.
about 10 minutes.
Yeah, I got this. Give me 10 minutes to draw it out, and I'll bring you
100%.
Envelope.
And wasn't that one of the funnest fucking things you ever did?
Yeah.
Because I mean, it was something with me that I've told people before. There's things out there that I constructed that are still there. When I graduated high school, I moved to North Carolina and started working. I wanted to still work with my hands. I did not go to college. I wanted to go into a profession that made me feel like me. And I took welding in high school, and I've always worked on vehicles with my uncle or with my dad or with neighbors. Been working on small engines for forever. My dad owned a small engine repair shop, so we all were taking the test when he was taking the test. He was going through tearing these things apart, and I learned all of that. And the only way to learn something new is to try it. And when you
I went to dive school.
Did you?
Yeah, I did underwater for.
God, I was going to say, I know I
did underwater for a while. I even did Blackwater in Louisiana.
No shit. Nope. Yeah. Fuck that. No.
Yeah.
I don't like water I can't see the bottom of. You put me in that kind of shit. No.
Adrenaline junkie, bro.
Well, I am too now. When you get in that work mode, I can do things like I don't like heights either, but I was a part of tearing down a 30-foot building, and I was walking along the edge of it the whole fucking time. It didn't bother me at all. But check this out, guys. As we're doing this,
a guardrail on the crown of a derrick over 200 foot in the air.
No shit.
No shit.
Holy fuck! That's
you're
crazy.
You're gonna hit ocean water.
Wow. If you guys are watching from Twitter right now and do not know who Duck Dodgers or Herder Edibles is, this is his page right here. You will see it. See that beautiful stuff back there. Which one is this? Is this the teriyaki jerky?
That is the TIE Fighter teriyaki. I used to use a stripper, and I decided, you know what? I don't like the way that packages up. So I started doing holes, and I like the way that looks better.
Those are so pretty. Look how pretty.
They are pretty plants. Cannabis is a very beautiful.
These are your. Let me see what these ones are.
I don't know. This is talking about something else, Rob. You're talking about freedom of speech there.
I was just looking at your. I was looking at your plants.
Oh, okay.
There's Big A stuff. I'm just trying to see which plants you got going on right now. Do you have any plants? Because I know you got them behind you.
Yeah, I got plants. I don't know. I repost a lot of shit, bro.
You do. See, I do too, though, because you have to. And guys, that's why my post did not go out on Twitter today, because I am shadow banned. What happens is if you go on Twitter and you just like a bunch of posts and retweet stuff without tweeting yourself, they think you're a fucking bot. And that happens to me more often than not, and it's so shitty. I commented on 3 different posts last night, even put out a ghost video. Let the smoke out, let it trail, and then suck it back in. It's ghost hunting. No one's seen it. Nobody. I had more views on Instagram than I did on Twitter. And I have 385 friends on Instagram and almost 8,000 on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's just the algorithm is the way it works on that, which is fine. Or I've lost my following, which is fine too. And I don't want to send me my post. You're scary, and you're on Twitch. We're going to run for about 10 more minutes. Is there anything else that you want to let us know about? Anything that you want to talk about? I mean, I know that if those of you guys who don't know, these guys are amazing at making the most fantastic edibles that you will not taste. The THC, weed, plant, cannabis, whatever you want to call it. I didn't taste anything.
This is not your average dispensary edible. These are artisan-made edibles. And I want to tell you, me and my wife put a lot of love into what we do because we love what we do. And I love to help people heal. And that's the thing. Cancer kept me fighting cancer. THC, like the way it was, CBD, the whole 9 yards, kept my tumors in inoperable ranges. And that kept it from growing. And I was big, RSO for the pain, THC, I couldn't get high enough. Edibles, and there is no, when you got cancer, there is no what amount. Just do it.
Right.
Lots of CBD, lots of that. You want high CBD, you want a good 1-to-1, and stick with that strain. That's what I'm going to tell you. A good, decent 1-to-1.
I don't want people to get mad at me for saying this, but I'm not like a bacon connoisseur like everybody else says that they live and die by bacon. And I also would like to say that I am a connoisseur when it comes to cannabis. I thought I was going to be able to hold my own against one piece of your bacon on an egg sandwich and made it halfway through it and woke up with the egg sandwich still in my hand, eaten halfway gone. These are 40 milligram strips of bacon that are so caramelized that I did not know what I was eating. I mean, I'm shit you not. If I was to have somebody take yours and lay it against the highest selling, like an Applewood, real caramelized bacon out of the store right now, I would not have been able to tell you which one of those were the ones that had THC in it. I can tell you which one I enjoyed better because I've had both. I've never had a bacon like you guys make. I'm serious. I want to say bravo on that because I've got 4 packs of bacon in my freezer right now because of it.
Family. Family recipe on the hog, brother.
And also with your rub, right? It's a family recipe.
I smoke all that pork belly.
Oh, I dropped my lighter. Sorry about that. So once again, everyone, it's 8 p.m. Thursday. On X, on your channel, right? You share it on your channel, or is it only on Gorilla Grows? See, you even did it wrong, CC. You don't listen to shit. It's going to be with @DuckDodgers on Gorilla Growman's page. Thank you, CC, for messing that up 12 times. That's why I love you. Because see, this is how you know people who grew up in the era that we grew up in. Yes. Even though I'm being an asshole right now to her, she knows what I mean by that. It is playful. It is nice. You can't do that with people now. Or I've probably been already like reported because he's being hateful to women. No, I'm not. I'm being hateful to Cece. But this woman owns a Bongmaster Rob bikini. I'm on her tatas and hoo-ha and on her backside. So y'all can eat shit. And I was not face up. I was more like,
he was fucked up.
But my feet were on the base of my recliner, and my head was on the base of my recliner. My feet were where my head was supposed to be. But when I was finished, I looked at it, and I was intimidated to take another bite. I was so fucking intimidated. I went, I'm just going to wait. And I set it down for a minute. So bravo on that. I was not expecting that. I really wasn't. Because edibles, I know when your body metabolizes something, it does it differently. It'll do it with the food, the beverage, if it's fatty or if it's not, and or if you're going to consume it through smoke or vape. It depends on how you're putting it in your body. You guys are fucking magicians because I know a lot of people who cook with weed butter. So I do taste that THC or a little bit of cannabinoids in it, or at least what I feel is that. I didn't taste any of that in any of the stuff I tried. I ate an entire fucking loaf of that banana nut bread before I realized, Robbie, that is fucking THC in there. And it was 300 milligrams.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Did you experience what Adam Martinez did? Did you go to
I-
bed?
No. Believe it or not, I ate that in the morning. And I stayed up until probably midnight. That thing relaxed the muscles around where the metal was at in my body. I was like a brand new fucking man.
Hell yeah.
It treated me so great with the body high on that.
That's why I
That
appreciate it.
surprised me. It really did.
Because Adam Martinez, it knocked him out. He ate it for breakfast. He was waking up in the motel room at 10:30 at night. That was on the banana bread. Now,
Funny.
do what Nana's doing. Nana's throwing together a mug kit. There's going to be 4 testers right now with the mug kit. Make your
Okay.
own mug cake kit.
Ooh.
500 milligrams.
Fudge. Oh
This
my
is-
goodness.
This is her first one. Usually I do everything math wise
Wow.
to figure it out. This is her first one. She wanted to do a mug cake kit, and I said, roll with it.
That is fucking awesome. That is okay. This is reading right now. It says to the wonderful at Bongmaster Rob 420, Foss, whatever Foss means, don't miss on edge at 8 p.m. Eastern at Gorilla Grow with the always wonderful at Duck Dodgers. Yes, thank you. P.S. I pay Rob extra to talk to me like that. See, she sends me bail money. I just have to talk down to her for a minute.
Right.
But you
right.
know what? We all need that, though. We all need somebody to put us in our place. Yeah, I figured fans and not Foss. Dang it. Thank you so much for that, Cece. I'm going to put it back up here again. We're going to let this run on until the end of the show because I do want your point out there. I love hearing your story. Without trying to give too much sympathy, because I don't want you to think that I'm just feeling sorry for you. I'm sorry for what you went through in life, but I'm glad you went through it for me.
Who?
Because I think if your life would have been any different, you would not have been able to give the benefits that you have to the rest of us. I hope you understand that in the way that I'm meaning it, with the most amount of love I possibly can give.
I do, brother, because that's what I wanted to show. God gave me life again. It's precious. Life is the most precious fucking thing we have. And I'm talking surviving a suicide attempt myself. Brother, it's so fucking precious that we need to look at every day as a fucking miracle and treat each other like brothers and sisters, which we truly are.
And don't be afraid to reach out, though, because I've always been afraid to reach out because it's not what they're going to say. It's that little pause in the middle. You know who your people are. You'll find them if you need to. And if you don't have those people, let me be those people for you. Because I can tell you right now, I am an alum of Grippy Sock Jail. I have been to the point of despair and seek help for it, because you've got to be stronger than a mental illness or stronger than an emotion, because nothing that happens today, tomorrow can't change.
Right.
Unless it's that. Because once you're gone, you're gone.
Yeah.
Give something else the opportunity to build you through. I've sat alone for damn near 3 years and wondered why I'm still here. And then I go on here and I hit play and I go live and I look up now. You and I are still pushing almost 300 people in here with us on a Tuesday afternoon. That's my calling now. If you don't like it because I smoke, I'm sorry. I'm alive because of this plant, and I want other people to know in this world, it's okay to be weak. It's okay to seek help. And it's okay to try something new and be proud of yourself when you do it. So bravo to you for coming from your home and going on all these other shows. And then the stuff that you guys make and put out there every day. Your pride is in there. You can feel the craftsmanship and the love in every fucking bite. The tastes are overwhelming. And I'm not just telling you guys this shit because I didn't get this for free from them. Someone else bought this for me as a gift to try. And I tried it and now I'm fucking hooked. And I really hope you guys do decide to sell with Bud Vision because I would love the fucking world to know about you guys and have it at their fingertips right now. We're live. Let's try it. Boom. Let's buy it. So, I mean, I'm no pressure on that either. We'll find out more about that on Thursday when Troy comes on. So you guys will know a lot more about it.
That's pretty much where I'm at with it. I'm on board as long as everything sounds good.
Yep. And it's now legal.
And
so
Nana's,
something that we
Nana's
can do.
on board as well. So
that is great. I absolutely love that.
And the whole thing about this is every proceed helps a cancer patient.
And like I said, if anybody didn't hear it, if
and
I sell for these guys, mine go to them.
The more that donations we get, the more people we can help. We can help those that are going into the hospital that, hey, they tell me I can't smoke and I'm going to be a bad motherfucker because, and I'm going to give you edibles. I'm just going to throw you a package together. Because the more donations we get, the more people we can help. It isn't just for cancer patients. We have a sliding scale that people can use that are disabled. We work with them on a sliding scale basis. I'm looking for other like-minded individuals to help us with this goal, this mission, so nobody's truly without their medicine. Because to me, it's medicine. It's healing. I take a peek at that throughout the day. It's like I said, the slackers and stoners do put it bad on us because we use it to get out of bed, to do the dishes, to clean our houses, to be with our families.
To be the parent. Yeah, to be the parent you've always wanted to be.
To be the grandparent. And not be so fucked up.
And it is. It's so fucking hard to get that through to people. You can see all these people at the bar every day and allow them to go home and be drunk around their kids, but you won't let me smoke weed to get out of fucking bed. Excuse me, just to try to be a father. But real quick, it is cash symbol Duck Dodger 68, right? For your Cash App. Is that what it is?
Yes.
If anybody out there right now would just like to throw a donation their way, everything this man just said.
Go to, like I said, go to cancer patients.
Everything does. Okay. And if you don't understand that and you don't like the cannabis field, we get it. You donate to someone, you want to help someone out there and you're trying to find a place to do it. I can guarantee you that everything that is given to them is given right back because you guys are the two honest people that I have found on Twitter. It is the craziest thing because when I first went on there, it was just Borderlands. It was everybody after everybody. No one gives a shit. You guys have never changed. And your mission statement has always been the same.
Yeah.
That you do it for others. Fuck cancer. You do it for the lives of others. And you do it at the best of your ability. So allow me to try to help out that in any way. So anybody watching right now,
all the fucking
right there, Cash App.
There. We appreciate that.
Cash symbol Duck Dodger 68.
Rob, right here, brother.
Man, I'm telling you, when I first started hearing your story, especially today, I mean, it's like we are the same damn person. I'm just in Southeastern Ohio, worked in a steel mill in West Virginia, worked in construction in Central and Eastern Carolina. And it's just there. And I ended up breaking my back doing this shit. And I'm trying to be a better human now by smoking, and I'm getting ridiculed for it. I'm having someone actively trying to keep my children away from me for smoking fucking weed.
Yes.
This same person would have rather seen me in the ground on the other shit. They would rather me not be this person. Well, guess what? I'm going to be this person now. Right. I love my children, and I know they do.
I know you love your children. You're proud of your children. I get
and
that.
I am here. Yes, I have been there for everything that I've been allowed to be.
Your
Damn
girls
you for
are,
keeping me
your
from
girls
that, but
come
it's not going
first,
to stop me
whether
from
you're
smoking.
fucking hurting or not. That
But you
bad
know,
way. My girls got a ball game. I'm going to my girls'
you're
ball
damn
game.
right.
And you ain't posted all day. You felt like shit, but you went to that girl's ball game and you posted about that girl's ball game. Number one, both of them.
And yeah,
I don't.
it's
Yeah,
so
brother.
fucking awful to see on the stigma. No, he's
And
on
that's
drugs.
but see, that has to do with the mother.
Yes, that means it's legal, people. When you have this, it's got its tax ID number on it.
Yeah,
You buy it from a fucking dispensary. Same
It's
as you'd
legal.
buy it anywhere.
it's legal.
I didn't buy it from a cartel in the middle of nowhere. I did my research on the proper way to even put cannabis in my body because
Yeah.
smoking is not for everybody. Eating them are not for everybody. Consuming it by beverage isn't, or the topicals, or the RSO, however you want to put it.
Denise is pretty much more of an edible person. She don't smoke. You know, there's a lot of people that do not smoke.
Right.
A lot of them, it affects their lungs. A lot of COPD patients, they'll
Yeah.
smoke because it helps get the mucus up.
Now that actually helps me. I didn't realize that until like you double hit a bong
You
and
know,
then the progressive cough. You're like, wow, I can breathe.
so you remember working construction before OSHA
Oh, yeah.
was a big thing, where we'd be standing in shit up to our fucking ankles, breathing that
Man,
fucking shit.
the place I worked at, when you got off your midnight 7-day run, it took
Right?
3 days to get that black soot out of the inside of your nasal
Oh,
cavity.
Yeah.
The
I've had
plant I
one
worked
that
at used electricity to burn raw earth to make metal. We used iron ore, regular ore, limestone, quartz, coke, coal, all this shit, and you would melt it together.
Yeah.
This place would open the bag houses up at night and let it all escape into the air because the EPA wasn't watching, just so we could work. Because
Yeah.
if the barometric pressure was so high, you could cut that fucking shit with a knife walking through it. We had the doors open there. They're like, what are we doing? And you can't walk around with a respirator on 24/7. You're like,
You
fuck
would-
it. I'd rather just be up here and die. I mean, because you're going up 15 flights of steps or you're going down 15 flights of steps. Like, I can't breathe through this thing. You go,
Yeah.
I can't breathe out here either. But somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it wasn't for us people like this that don't care to get our hands dirty, my God, dude, I got smashed. I got the worst injury I ever had. I was smashed by a man lift, one of the great big ones. We were 30 feet up in the air and I was untangling something and I wasn't supposed to be standing up. We weren't supposed to be moving it while we were in the air either. And I leaned up like this really quick and got smashed between the rafter and the back of the thing to the point where the only way the guy driving it knew it, because the thing was bogging down. It put so much pressure on me that I quit breathing. When I hit the deck of the thing, when he finally let off the pressure, I went into convulsions. And as we hit the bottom, I remember opening my eyes and everybody's face was white because they could see what was going on, but the driver couldn't. And it was so loud that they couldn't get him to stop. And if I finally he looked back, and then but guess what we did? We didn't go to the emergency room. We went down the road to where because this was early cell phone age too, had cell phone service. They call the general manager of the construction company. Well, Rob, can you breathe? A little bit. Well, if you have to go to the fucking hospital, you pussy, go to the hospital. They gaslighted my ass into staying. Well, guess what? That's why I keep breaking these fucking ribs every time I cough, because they were never put back in properly, because I almost died back then. But you're right.
My brother. I had an asshole come up out of the ground tripping pipe in 6 fucking gear, and I was half rack full. Brought that section of pipe from the derrick, 90 foot in the air, right on my ass.
Lord.
All that fucking weight. Boom.
Wow.
Dude, by the time I caught my breath, I come down out of that derrick. I grabbed a 36-inch pipe wrench. That motherfucker took off running. And the boss goes, whoa, 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 Duck. I'll fire your ass. And I said, that motherfucker almost killed me.
Let me ask this. Well, before I do that, real quick, I'm gonna put Herder Edibles back up here again. If you guys don't know the website, there's the website, or go on Twitter at Herder Edibles or at Duck Dodgers. You'll be able to find both. I'm gonna run his Cash App on here until the end of the show. So if anybody's feeling compelled in their heart, if you don't want to buy from them, if you're not a consumer of cannabis, but you like what they do for cancer patients and terminally ill, by all means, there's a way you can donate right now. And I can assure you, if you're trusting me enough with everything else you've trusted me with, these people are honest. That's why they're on here. That's why they're not afraid to show their face. That's why they're not afraid to put their name on the stuff they got. Everything that was here from you guys had everything on it that I wanted to know. Who made it? Where it was at? How much was in it? That was the most respectable thing. I've gotten edibles before that is just a bag of edibles. You don't know what's in what. You don't know the regular, like how much of this. And then I've had other people that will send me cookies or whatnot, and they're the same way, but it's cooked differently. It's made with more of a butter, or they use the butter and sugar instead of whatever magicianal work you guys do, or witchcraft. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that Nan's on the spectrum, but she's there. She's awesome. And I know why you found her now. You're never going to go anywhere because she's going to keep just saying, here's another piece. You try this one. Try this one.
Yep.
I wouldn't be safe around her. I would never leave. Honestly, I never would.
It's horrible.
Man, I do really appreciate you.
It's horrible. No, it ain't.
It's horrible. It looks like it. It looks fucking awful, I tell you.
It's lovely, brother. It really is.
The irony of us in this conversation is in my living room, I have a recliner exactly that same color. And I sit in that motherfucker and I used to say, am I ever going to get out of this? Am I ever going to get out of this? And it's taken the strength of 10 men and a little baby and a magic plant to get me up moving.
You see these lights back here? That's what keeps me moving.
I'm saying, man, that's the pearly gates. It's shining down. You can see it. It's a light shining right at us. It's what is in here? It is exactly what we've been talking about the whole time. And to give a shout out again to Frash Rolling Papers, check out their newest hoodie and shirt right there. I love you. Nope. I love weed. My ass will be having one of every one of these because I'm going to tell people around me now, you know what? I love you. But if you don't love me for the person I've became because of this, then I'm going to have to just love weed. Yeah. I'm just going to have to love weed because weed is not going to judge me. Weed is not going to call me from the kitchen to say, come in here and open up another beer. That weed put me where I needed to be at. That weed gave me the heart that I have right now. Please follow them on X and over on Instagram. Let's get back to this now. We're going to hang out for 8 more minutes, whether you like it or not, because it's almost 4:20 on the East Coast. So anybody with us and you want to run in with that, isn't that nice, Amanda? It's fucking badass. You can find it at frashrollingpapers.com.
I love that shirt because you know what? My wife loves weed enough and loves me enough that we come into a consensus. And my wife was never a weed user until she learned about the medicine, brother. And
dude,
I'm
I was like everybody else. I hated it.
She's arthritic. She's ate up with arthritis. She was born with it. And when she discovered that it helped and not having to take that pain medicine that was not pain medicine, but arthritis medicine that was fucking with people's hearts and shit like that, she's like, oh my God, I can move. When she discovered edibles, I can sleep at night, honey. I'm not hurting. I'm not waking up in the middle of the night.
That is so awesome. Because, you know, I never smoked either. I might have hit a few times in high school and after high school. I never did.
She was never. She said I corrupted her.
You're the one who makes them all, Nan. No, I think the corruption has went the other way. I really do. I really do.
It did.
She
did.
Here's another direct,
especially when she discovered edibles. You know, because she really never did care to smoke it. She would every once in a while, but when she discovered edibles, it became everything.
See that right there? 1 fuck, some fuck, no fucks, 0 fucks. That's what happens when you smoke weed. It truly is. Especially when you don't know how to smoke, don't know what to do to get to where you need to be. Does that make sense? You never know how much your body is going to take to get you in that section and get running. Don't hate yourself for smoking 2 joints when one person only smoked 1, because every body is different. Every body metabolizes it different. Make sure you remember that. It wasn't denied. Oh no, there's no, Amanda. There shouldn't be any. If there's a comment up there, there's no restrictions on mine. Absolutely not. If there's one in here, I must have missed it because I'm kind of stoned and I'm trying to manage putting all these up here. Yeah, I get that. It's the ones that I don't love you anymore. I love weed. Weed. Honestly, my ex was trying to kill me with my medications till I found weed. I woke up. I shit you guys not. I woke up one morning and said, "Okay, I'm not relying on you to find me things when I need them anymore. Please exit stage left. I have weed." Are you serious? I'm fucking absolutely serious. Bye-byes. And I've not looked back since. We have 5 minutes to go before 4:20 on the East Coast. If you guys want to put what you're smoking in the chat, that would be greatly appreciated. So we all know what we're smoking. At least you got to fire up with us before we do go for the afternoon. I am smoking some permanent marker out of my new Raiders helmet bong pipe. This little bastard's a ripper. It's one of those straight, like brass style, no carb, no screen in it. So be careful with the Scooby snacks. I had to put a screen in it earlier. Have you switched strains to something different for the next run? Or are you still or are you still going with your mixture of everything in there together?
Well, there's a little sativa, a little indica, a little CBD. You know, this is my salad. This is my
You know what I mean, man. You're right, though. Some of the best things, the best strains that I've found, the best things that I found from people are just trial and error. How do you guys think the fucking world was built? Trial and error. We're doing trial and error with the things that we do.
Brother, because you know what? When Columbus took off to discover the new world, they thought the fucking earth was flat.
There's still people out there that believe that, sir.
It is what it is, brother.
I'm just saying, you know what I mean on that. It's that way, though. The blinders are on so much that it's awful. And we know as a younger to the scene, not a younger person, younger to the cannabis scene of trying to, promote more, it'll probably never be accepted in my lifetime. It's still going to have that stigma. It's going to take probably years before it's ever there.
What it's going to take to stop the stigma, we need more activism. We need more activists to take on the packaging. It's like you said, when you got our edibles, you knew what it was.
Right.
It was packaged enough plainly that it's medicine. It is not. Yeah.
Can you read that? I can't read that shit. And they print it, and it all like runs together. So I really don't know.
Read it. I can't read it.
And they're no bigger than that from the dispensary. There's no milligram dosage or anything until my glasses will help me, or a magnifying glass. It's craziness. You're right. I mean, why would you not want to put on there? Boom. This is what you're having, my man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
I don't need to know all this other little fine tuning shit. Just tell me what I need to know. If you have a website, good. There's the little QR code. I can scan it and I can investigate what you found. You don't have to put all that on there. I know what it's going to do to me. I'm the connoisseur of it. McDonald's is not going to tell me you don't want to eat this. Nope. They want to sell to the consumer. Why they have to restrict them that much in that way is beyond me. I would buy a lot more from dispensaries. Well, for one, if I had more money, and two, if I knew what the fuck I was getting. If I get ripped, I can't see. It's just given. I can't see that now. What am I supposed to do? Write on the outside of the bag in big blue fucking letters? The pen companies are the worst. Nothing against them. But if you're going to use the same pen cover for every pen, you should at least put a sticker on it so everybody knows what they're smoking. Because I've had numerous pens from numerous companies, and if I don't put something on it, I don't know what the fuck I'm smoking. I always take a black marker and I'll write on the back of the pen because they all look the same. All these companies that I've gotten so far from this one dispensary, Bloom, every cartridge or every of their pre-type disposable pen things, they all look identical. I don't understand it. All right. It's 4:19. Y'all better be ready to have something, because we're going to smoke this, and I'm going to let him give one more shout out. And I think we're going to go for the day, if that's all right, sir. We've been running almost 2.5 hours, and I've had a lot of fun with you. And I love your message behind this. I really do. And I hope you allow myself, Bongmaster Rob, Dank Dungeon Chronicles, as well as the Dank Dungeon, and hopefully Bud Vision, to stay with you as long as possible to keep your message running, because what you guys do is out fucking standing. And if you guys are going to hang out with us and hit on this last hit, don't forget, if you got a little in your pocket and you want to donate, it's not for cancer research, people. It is to help give this to cancer patients, to help them be able to afford to not be in pain. So with that being said, cheers, firing up 420 East Coast.
Well, it's 420 on the East Coast, yes.
Yep. You almost said it's 120 and on the Pacific. Yes, Billy. It's
420 already?
Well, it's not your 420. Well, that one was deep. Ooh, that permanent marker hits wonderfully. Sir, is there anything else you'd like to share with us today? Oh, my goodness. That was a good one.
Keep advocating. That's what I want to say. Keep advocating for the plant. Keep loving it. Keep advocating for the medicine.
Thanks for joining us, Amanda.
I mean, seriously, that's what we need. We need rational.
Look at our little cat. This person here won my little cat, my Hemper cat I gave away. So hopefully you're tearing that thing apart. Thank you again for that. I mean, I want to make sure that your message is out there. So I will make sure every time you guys post something or anything, especially the hashtag fuck cancer, because I need people to know out there that there's people like you.
Yeah,
I've never heard you tell of anybody that just heartfelt toward others. That's amazing. It truly is, my friend.
Be good to each other. Treat each other. Like I said, Rob, we worked heavy work. We've seen people die. We've seen it. We've been there ourselves almost. And you know,
100%.
Life is so precious, guys. Treat each other with dignity and respect like your family. Don't be dicks.
Don't be dicks. I'm going to get a fucking shirt made. Don't be dicks. You're right. Quit being a dick to somebody, especially if they are hurting or in some sort of mental anguish. Reach out to them. Because you know what? You can play it off as a joke if they take it the wrong way. If you say, you ever tried smoking weed? If they just get hard, back off. If they don't, say, well, of course, how old are you? To make sure they're legal so you don't get yourself in trouble. And then talk to them about it if you know. Or direct them to these guys, because they will make sure that they understand it. They will see the benefits by somebody who can actually tell them the benefits in it. Because you're R&D and she's the crafter. That's the way I'm always going to look at it. And I trust your opinion because you are me. You know, you're the everyday guy. You're not a paid person to do this. Nor am I. When I do like reviews.
I'm like you, brother. You know, I can't make a fist anymore.
It's crazy, isn't it? The only good thing is you can hold a bowl real good. That motherfucker sits right down in there.
I can't hold the joint. Now,
that's right.
Now, if that hand goes numb, I'm dropping that motherfucker low.
Mine always start with these two fingers first. These two fingers will go the numbest, and you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
Right here.
Yep. Nice and tingly ones.
Yep.
My thumb, you know, everyone's got a black bottom to their lighter because how they'll push it down in there. I've hit this thumb so many times with a waffle-headed fucking 16-ounce to 24-ounce hammer that I use this thumb because I don't feel anything. If you don't know, that noise he just made, that is the only noise you can make when you hit yourself in the thumb or finger with a hammer. There's nothing else to say. You can't. It's just, and then you got to hold it, but you got to keep going.
And then you're like, motherfucking son of a bitch.
Yeah, but you got to keep going. You got to keep going until you do it the third time, because the second time extremely pisses you off, but the third time you hit, you almost feel both of them pull back at the same time. Like, look, I'm done. I can't do anymore. and then you walk the fuck away.
By
Now,
the way, yes.
if you're allowed to consume cannabis when you're doing that, like if I'm doing home repairs or I work on a car, that's what I tell people. Now that I'm this way, I say, listen, if you want my work, you need to understand that I'm going to be under the influence while I do it, because that's the only way my body will allow me to do it. If you trust me, you trust my way of working, you've trusted me drunk before working on your shit, give this one a shot. I've had 2 people not let me do it. I don't want you under the influence of anything. Well, I can't do it. It's not in my body work anymore. I hurt too much.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's the way
I would
it is.
love to be able to. I really would. Just like us right now, people ask, well, why are they smoking so much? Because some of us have to smoke just to sit in this position for a while. You know, if it wasn't for the type of weed that I smoke, my legs would already be numb.
Yes.
My legs fall asleep within the first 3 minutes of sitting down to take a poo.
Yes.
Okay. And it's not because I'm fat. It's not. It's because my body is so jacked up and my nerves are so fucked that my SI floats around and hits what it wants, and everything just doesn't have any feel anymore. But weed helps me.
It's so bad you got to have a grab bar to get off the shitter.
When I moved into this house, I had to exchange the toilet, and my landlord actually got one of the high lifted toilets, not like the handicap, it's like 4 feet tall, but it's one, it's a little bit taller than a normal one. And I thought, damn, she must be thinking I'm going to be hurting myself in the future. But God damn it, I'm glad she gave it to me now. Because if I had to get on a normal toilet, it's like that far off the ground, fuck that.
Yeah.
It'd be 911. They'd be seeing me like Elvis, turd hanging out and all. Somebody got to come pick this guy up. He ain't going to make it.
Exactly. And it's embarrassing to have somebody pick you up. It's embarrassing to have to count on somebody else to wipe your butt because you can't, because it hurts too bad. That you're going to pass the fuck out because it hurts so bad.
Fuck, brother. Fuck. Not to keep being that guy saying, because of this, here's this, but I feel that we're kindred spirits in a way that this sounds at least enough. When I had my first back surgery, it was the same exact back surgery that I just had. That's how I was then, because I was on copious amounts of narcotics. You get constipated and you have that back surgery in there and you're trying to move all that shit, you'll damn near black out trying to go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to have so much help. I had to have help getting in the shower. I had to have somebody stand in the bathroom while I was showering.
Mm-hmm.
This time around, I had 3 surgeries, 3 of them in almost 4 months to the day. And I'm still up and walking the fuck around.
I wasn't allowed to lay flat for a month. I wasn't allowed to be in the house by myself, bathe myself for a month.
I was, yeah.
And brother, wasn't allowed to wipe my own ass.
And this is coming from an era of people, of men who were told, you must be a man. You must not give in. You must not do any of this. You have to show heart. You know how hard that is to actually ask for help in the most vulnerable position?
I am a walking motherfucker because of it, though.
Yeah.
Cause, dude, I rehabbed like they used to. I cleaned house. I cleaned house like a motherfucker to rehab.
I'm supposed to be starting this week.
To learn how to move that shit without fucking yourself up again.
You would not believe the tricks I can do with a walking cane.
Yes.
The things I can put in my fucking hand with a walker. I was like a ninja when it came to folding out my walker, because I was in the hospital for 3 months, and then I was in a wheelchair for about a week and a half in the the rehab center, and then went to a walker, then a cane, and then finally just said fuck it all, and I started out with everything without anything.
Right.
But when you're on that kind of stuff for so long and you're working, it's because honestly, the drugs they had me on, I think if they would have went a different route when it came to the medication part, then like I've done now.
Yes.
I
Truly.
just, man. And it sounds like I'm a soapbox preacher, but I'm kind of am. I want people to know this.
I stepped away. Denise will tell you the last time they cut on me, I didn't listen to the doctor. You cut on me. I did 2 weeks like they told me. Then I went to bed, did my shit, did everything else.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted me to go to their physical therapy. No, I moved furniture. I cleaned. I did little shit around the house to rehab myself. And
Mm-hmm.
I did not do pain pills. I was on weed. Fuck it. And I healed faster and better than the first time.
That's what I was going to ask there, because like the amount that they give you on the pain pills the first time around, if you just say I'm in pain, here's the hardest fucking amount that you would ever want to take in your lap. If you go in there with your fucking leg dragging behind you, they want to give you over the counter Tylenol.
Yeah.
The way that concept has come now is so crazy that they judge people on the way they look when they come in. That bud tender doesn't. If your back is hurting because of a long day of lifting, like I would have went through, I used to get drunk to numb the pain.
Right.
You know, or I would do another type of
Understood.
something, the medication wise, to do the pain. This, dude, 2.5 hours, and I've drawn 6 times out of this thing. People think that all I do is sit around and smoke weed all day because they judge me by what I put online.
No, but
There's a big fucking difference, people.
It's like you said, we've sat here for 2.5 hours already.
Right.
And you're talking to two motherfuckers with butt backs.
We probably have that gigantic family size erector set in our bodies. Or I had it at one time. I was pushing 150 pieces of metal in my body before they took out my collarbone. That's how many different pieces of metal I have, plus this pump. And then
do you got the card to enter the airplane too?
Yes. But mine was like on the verge of where the surgical steel changed over to the next, but they gave me the card anyway, just in case.
Yep. That's where mine was.
It all depends on how sensitive the machine is. But I also do have 2 pieces of Cushlan and 1 part of another human in my back, which I like to brag about now.
I've got 4 parts of a human in my back.
Do you? I have a piece of cadaver bone as my section of my vertebrae.
The suggestion was to go to cadaver bones because everything was so fucked.
You know what? I have both, and I feel less pain in the area they worked in with the cadaver bone in it than what I have with those Cushlan sections. So if I ever have them open them up again, I might even ask them to put them in all the way forward.
My worst one is my neck because I've got it where they went in with the screw, it hollowed out.
Ooh.
And there's only one way to fix it, and that's a straight bar through my neck. And I won't let them cut on me, put a bar in me. I'm done with them cutting on me. I told pain management to suck my dick. I told, brother,
and wash it down with a Pepsi if you like. We don't give a shit.
I'm sorry, brother. I'm the type.
No, say it. Say it. No,
I'm the type of person that if you can't count change correctly, I'm going to tell you, you need to sue the school system because you got fucked out of an education. And I have been kicked out of restaurants for that.
I'm the same as you. I know people that go, oh, it's okay. It's just 2 cents. Has nothing to do with the fact of it being 2 pennies.
No.
It has to do with the fact that I know what it took for you to work there because I've been behind that counter.
Yeah.
I've been behind there making sandwiches as well as I have been running that register, whether it's a gas station or anything, because I went out in life and did life. So I respect what you're doing, but you need to know how to count.
Like I said, I paid for college with oil field and convenience store shit because it was easy for me to do and go to classes. So like you said, I work behind that counter just as well.
Absolutely.
You know,
that's what you don't see anymore.
I did what I had to do.
And we did it for dick, didn't we? Like fucking $5 an hour and shit like that. Everybody out there now, minimum wage is what, like $15? Fuck me.
I made $4.75 behind.
That's what I started out
at one time, and compared to the oil field, I made $12 an hour out there when I started, and I hadn't went to dive school yet to learn how to underwater weld. Now, when I did that, that took me into big money. And black water's even bigger money than the ocean.
Yeah, you know what? Every time you say that, my fucking just hair stand up. I mean, I don't. No, nope. Now, I would have loved to have tried underwater welding. I watched a lot of videos on it, and we learned about it in class. Just a short segment of because we had to learn all the types of welding just to see what you wanted to do in life. But no, not the black water. How the fuck did you even know? No, dude. If a leaf would have touched me in black water, no.
Oh, it's freaky.
I know. No, I couldn't imagine. Now, maybe if they put a silo down in there and I got lowered down into the water and they pumped the water out, I'd do it. Nothing else there.
I followed a line down.
Fuck that. Nope.
And when I'm saying a line, I mean a piece of pipe sticking out.
And you just grabbed it and slid down all the way down to where you needed to work.
Do my thing, come back up.
So it's kind of like a rope line on a roof if you're walking across a long section of roof and you have to hook your tether to it because it's fucking 900-mile-an-hour wind.
Yeah.
But instead, it's just taking you into the abyss to go down there and strike an arc and put a weld.
They've got a guy up above you in a boat with a compressor running air into your helmet too.
Okay.
But
I mean, down there, you're by yourself.
No, you got another diver with the boomstick.
Okay.
So if you and you got mics in your dive gear and you get bumped, I just got bumped, dude. Where you at? Glow stick. Boom. Here I am, bro.
No, sorry. I like the concept. I appreciate the job, but nah. I'll be a laborer up top though, pulling the rest of the hose back up when you guys are done if you want. But
like I said,
bravo though. That's got it. That man.
When I stopped that, brother. It just was like, okay, I'm done. And it wasn't because I wanted to go back to mechanicing, pretty much. I wanted to work on engines again, class up in my engines, pretty much. To me, it was a way to climb the ladder within that type of industry. The more you know, the more valuable you are.
Wow.
I mean, that was the way my father and my grandfather
I was taught too.
built it, you know.
Learn as much as you can.
The more valuable of an employee you are,
the
more you're kept, the more you're worked. You're not laid off as much.
Right. But it's also easily to be taken advantage of when you're that person too. So always protect yourself. Just because you think you're trying to learn, if they're not going to compensate you for doing the more, don't really do the more because they're getting it for free pretty much.
Yes.
It's not that they don't.
No. There was always negotiation in there.
Right. That's how it's same with me. Well, not for a while until I learned that fact.
Brother, you're telling me you're short an engine guy and you want me to take this much pay cut going from underwater to back to mechanics, which is what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
I need a little more compensation on this end.
Right.
Because my money's not going to add up.
Right.
So yeah. That's why I said I was at the top of my game offshore. When I come back onshore, it was like top of my game there. And the people I worked for at that time, when I went onshore, my bosses never fucked with me. I could go in there smelling like weed. I never took a drug test. Everybody else did.
It's because they valued you.
Oh, no, because I could tell the fucking dude that ran the place go suck my dick and get by with it.
Damn. I was trying to be nice and say you were a great employee and they valued you in that way. No, you're just an asshole. Okay. I'm only playing.
Well, no, because he was an engineer guy that thought he knew everything.
Those are always the ones. The book smarts never trust the work smarts.
No, and that's the deal. He didn't trust us, so
Yeah,
I
they
didn't
always
have
expect
to
us
be
to
nice.
listen.
I didn't have to be nice to him because of the vice president in charge of operations said, you can tell that dumbass to do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can tell him to take a flying fuck at the moon. You make me more money than he does.
Nice.
You pay his salary.
That's fucking awesome, dude. I love it. Well, congratulations on everything that you guys have got going on right now and everything that you've been a part of your whole life, because I love the man that's sitting in front of me today. And you can call it fanboy, call it whatever, but I appreciate hearing another man speak, because I don't ever feel that people are listening to me when I say things. It hurts sometimes when you try to be emotional about anything or show anything ever like affected you in life. But when you see people who have lived the same life you have, or somewhat of the same, and now we're here in the same section together of our little world, trying to show the world that here we even thought we were done. Buck, look at this. This is like a cheat code. And that will be the next shirt that's going to be available on Brightside Supply. Weed. Earth's cheat code. I mean, why is it not? Isn't that this? I mean, if you think about it, or life's cheat code. Weed is life's cheat code.
Yes.
Everybody else thinks it's something else. Give it a try. You think your life is great now, if you're of legal age, try it.
Right. Legal age.
I have to say it, sir. We are streaming live on 3 networks, and I'm the host, so I have to make sure that
I get
always
that
say
21 and I understand that, but I still feel if you're 18 years old and they put a rifle in your hand, you can go over the seas.
Now that I do too. I will strongly say I believe.
Do whatever
Yes.
the fuck you want.
Yes, if that gets me restricted on the channels or gets me hated by the general public, I don't give a damn.
I'm
If
sorry,
you're gonna
Rob.
put your name on the line, no, dude, I believe you on that one. Straight up 100% when it comes to that, yes. But everybody else is not of age, no, not yet. Nope. Get it like we had to when we were underage. We didn't. See?
We didn't.
It's just shit happens. But you're right, though. 100%. I would never take that away. I don't give a damn what it is. If they're going to be able to sign that, they're signing their life away. Even if it's for a little bit, it's gone. They decided to give themselves for us. For whatever reason, they did it. But they did it for us. My goodness. I guess it's just the inner me that is just, when it comes to that, and you watch things that's happened since the dawn of the United States on how people do not see that. How in the hell can you not see that? It is crazy. But, sir, it's almost 5 o'clock. So I would like to thank you for joining me, though. And we brought in 358 people this afternoon to sit and chill with us. So I hope each and every one of them heard as much as they could about Herder Edibles and yourself, Mr. Duck Dodgers, and what you've got going on. Thank you so much for everything that you do for the weed community, for the cannabis community, for whatever you want to call it, stoner community, for cancer patients, for people out there who just didn't know. The information alone that you guys have instilled in me makes me feel better about choosing this over the other things that I used to take.
Yes.
And I thank you for that.
Well, I thank you for being an advocate.
I appreciate that as well. And I am forced to stop.
I do appreciate the advocacy and the bravery of you all, risking monetization, everything, going out there, putting everything on the line to get the word out.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Seriously, thank you.
It's not for just the party. Yes, I will smoke to enjoy it as well, but I have to smoke or consume it just for my everyday. And when I don't have it, or I've backed off on one, or I've switched from edible to the other, and somebody's like, well, see, you're withdrawn. No, I knew what was helping me. Now I don't have that help. Just like you with whatever it is you're tossing back. It's the same concept. I just don't understand how people can't see it. But I'm going to do my best to make sure of it. I'm going to do my best to make sure each and every one of the streamers that are involved in this Bud Vision plan that's getting ready to kick off, as well as all the product manufacturers and crafters, I want us all to be put in the forefront of the world so everyone can see how easy it is. Now you don't have to go to a dispo. You don't have to hide the fact that you smoke. If you're purchasing from a company that discreetly packages, no one knows what you're getting. Do it behind closed doors. That's what Bud Vision's all about. Doing that and getting it to the consumer from where we can't get it now. You guys have stuff in your state that is legal in Ohio that I can't get in Ohio without driving 200 miles. On Bud Vision, I can because I can legally purchase it from you through them and it'd be sent to me.
Exactly.
That's what it's for. And I really hope that helps out everyone, not just for monetization,
yes.
but it helps everyone out to be able to help themselves in their own home setting. And this is going to be my soapbox. And I'm going to run it till the wheels roll off. So I'm so glad you're on for the ride. Thank you again for joining me today, sir.
Thank you for having me.
All my love, please give it to your wife because she is a magician when it comes to this, to the cooking industry. I don't care what it is this lady makes. I know it's going to be amazing. And my dog just barked.
She said,
I know I heard her back there whispering. She's probably held cue cards up for you the whole time. Don't you say that again. No, I love her. All right, man. Thank you again for joining me. And for the 386 that we've got joining us right now, thank you very much. This is going to do it for Dank Dungeon Chronicles today. Join me in saying bye-bye to Mr. Duck Dodgers. Have a great afternoon, my friends. Bye-bye.
Be blessed.